Hello, and welcome to Rhapsody. This episode, Lovebirds and Aren't They Cute Bandicoots? Yesterday we took a look at an episode in which we had to save various damsels, but in those games we were all human kind of characters. That trope doesn't kind of extend just to people, or humans I should say. Animals also get in on the fun. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look at games in which animals have to go out of their way to save their animal partners and such. So, with that, why don't we just go ahead and start? Basically, we're going to be taking a look at, yesterday we did the episode, which we saved various kinds of damsels. We're going to be doing the same, but with animals this time. So, yeah, they're going to be very different style of game, but kind of overall same gist. Yeah, and with we're gonna start out with actually kind of a really interesting game because this game is it is actually a sequel to a game we have already ranked, even though it kind of plays only slightly similarly to it. Also, it's great because I don't know, I guess if it's just when I start streaming that apparently my thing just decides to take forever to load. Yeah. There we go. So I need to warm this up a little bit. Oh, actually, also it's on screen. I forgot to do that, but yes. The first game we're going to be taking a look at is a game called Penguin Adventure. Let me load it up real quick, except I have to do it in a weird way because this is an MSX game, so I have to do this in a weird way. Where are you? And start. Okay, so Penguin Adventure. This is basically the sequel to the game Antarctic Adventure that we took a look at. So yeah, it's
kind of the racing one.
Kinda, except in this one, it's not really much of a race kind of game. It's actually more of a kind of a platformer in a weird way. It's a lot more actiony, as you can kind of already tell from this track screen. So, yeah, why don't we just go ahead and start? Difficult. You can choose difficulty level. So I think I need to bump it up a little bit. There we go.
I forget, were we trying to get a lady friend last time?
Yes. Oh, no, actually, no, we're not. We were just going around the North Pole. South Pole.
Just chilling.
In this one, we actually have a story in which... Oh, whoops. Also, I just realized I need to modify the options because, of course, Final Burn Alpha doesn't set defaults right. I think that
Look, it's got a lot of shit to deal with, alright?
Okay, there we go. So yes, you hold up to increase your speed, down to decrease your speed, which is actually a lot more, like, relevant in this one. Also, fish are actually your currency.
Oh yeah, you've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, I took a look at this, like, a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember this, and all its weird bullshit.
So we're gonna actually cheat a little bit. Because, just so we can actually show off some of the items. Okay, so...
You know, it'd be real fun?
What?
If it seeded this the second you went into the slots,
yeah.
So it was just set the second you started?
Yep. I know games that... There are definitely games that do that.
Oh, there are a bunch of games that pull that bullshit.
Yeah, Konami had a lot of things in this era of their games in which you would have like little betting mini games. Also, you can bet again.
Also, is the game supposed to be silent?
No, it's just quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm getting audio. Also, it may have been the flash play. It may have been the fucking side stream player.
Okay.
Because apparently it did that thing again where, you know, when you like try to adjust the volume slider but you move out of the window while you're doing it, so it's just hooked on your fucking cursor.
Oh. Okay, let's get one more penguin. There. There, we should be set now.
Fucking loaded as shit. Holy hell. Is this the one with the warps?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So, this game, it expands on the original a lot.
This game being real good.
Yeah, it's a really interesting game that has some good mechanics and some incredibly dumb mechanics.
Right.
Okay, so...
It's a game from '86, so of course.
Well, also there's another thing about... Oh!
Touch the wing, yeah!
So we can get to this bonus stage. In which we're flying through space.
Makes sense.
So, I should say that there is... since I got cut off by something, I forgot what. Basically, the plot of this game is that you are... Actually, what you're trying to do is you are going... Like, if you see on the map that there is basically this big tree that has an apple in it, you are trying to solve... You're trying to find this magical apple that will cure the Princess of the Penguins' disease that she has.
Anime disease.
Pretty much. So, that is what you're going... So you're trying to get the apple and then get back.
Trying to get the fruit of knowledge, Jesus.
Essentially. Yeah. There is also a notable thing about this game, or there is a trivia point about this game that I don't know exactly how much of an involvement it actually is. But this is one of the first game. This is not one of the. This is the first game that Hideo Kojima ever worked on.
Howdy.
Which certain things when you read, like, say for example, the endings of this game kind of make sense.
I can't believe that you found Outer Heaven.
We are not going to see it because this game is actually kind of long. But the flying is basically you tap the jump button in order to. Oop, that's a something.
Just think about
Boy.
Moai.
So you see that tree in at the right? Yeah, that's where we get the apple. Actually, nope, that's not a... nope. That's
Also,
not one.
yeah, you want to explain what you're trying to do now?
Like,
Trying to catch fish.
Oop, thank you for the follow. Like, in terms of, like, what?
Trying to find the right hole.
Oh, yes. So, the small holes, like, you see how there's kind of the longer holes? That basically, those will just fall in and basically will trap you. The smaller ones are ones where shops are located. They are manned by one of three people, either that kind of nicer fisherman, that kind of meaner one, or Santa Claus. I don't think there's really that much of a difference between the shop. I think Santa, you'll get a free item, I believe. Oh, let's see. This one. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. The thing about the ending. So there's a good and bad ending of this game.
Of course.
Basically, you go throughout doing all this thing, and if you do something... If you trigger the bad end, basically the princess died. Even though you got the apple. She died before you got home. Or you get the good ending in which you save her. The way that it determines your ending has nothing to do with, like, speed or anything else. It is entirely determined by how many times you pause the game.
Yep, it's
So,
real arbitrary.
You have to pause either 1 time, 5 times, 9 times. Basically, I forgot exactly the mathematical equation for it, but basically it is like, if you pause it, you have to pause 4 more times in order for you to get the best ending.
This game loves its arbitrary bullshit. Like,
So-
are you going for warps?
No, I'm just playing it. Oh, there's another shop already.
You want to explain the warps then at least?
I kind of forgot. Basically, if you do... It's what, if you run into certain... I kind of forgot, because I didn't realize I was going to play this until like 2 days ago.
Okay. I'll look up a fact.
Okay, so now we actually have to deal with enemies. If an enemy touches us, it basically, we die. Like that. And that's the thing with this game. Like, on the face of it, it kind of looks like you have a time limit. And, like, it plays a lot like Antarctic Adventure. But the time actually is not that big a deal, because you will usually end levels with a lot of time left.
Yeah, you have so far.
Okay. So basically what you have to do is you have to, at specific distances in the stages, fall into a crack in the floor and press down to enter hidden warp zones.
Oop.
Also, I've learned about the secret bags.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Which a lot of it is doing, like, button combinations when you fall into certain holes.
Well, like, the first one is probably the most complicated, which is in Stage 6, reach a distance of 297 kilometers. And enter the floor crack on the left. Get the bracelet and leave the room. Once outside and with the bracelet, reduce your speed and stay on the left of the screen. You jump and catch 5 fish, at least. They fly directly at you.
Also, every, I believe, 3 stages, you have to fight a boss. Or is it every 4?
For what?
The bosses.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it's 3, because I think this is stage 3. Yeah, so there's 2 ways to kill the boss. You can either knock down all those pegs, or you can just shoot him to death.
That's good on the eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't finish with the blue boots. Just make sure to jump over the cracks in the floor, and as you jump, catch the fish. After 5 fishes, a secret bag will appear. Whereas the
secret bag.
The blue boots.
And what did the blue boots do?
I don't know.
I think the blue boots are ones that basically, they allow you to basically, if you run into like a crack or something, I believe they make it so that you don't lose your balance that drastically.
Another one is the priest rope, which is on stage 9, reach a distance of 305 kilometers and start jumping. If done right, yellow wings will appear. Touch them, and as soon as you start ascending, press the space key 10 times. You'll then go to the bonus game as always, but once it ends and you go back to the stage, the secret bag will appear. So there you go.
Can't believe that we went down a river and faced all of the fish we killed previously.
Let's see, there's also the red shoes, which is literally just stay on the left side of the screen. Until you hit a certain distance.
Beautiful.
Then stage 14, there's the cross tiara. Just jump into any of the cracks in the floor, and while Penta is flailing his arms, press left, then right. Done right, the secret bag will appear. And
This
then
is a Kojima-esque Kojima game.
Also, armor, which is in stage 16, is pause the game with F1 and then press up, right, down, left. Go back to the game, and a hidden bag will appear with the armor.
Konami just wanted to sell some copies of MSX Fan.
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, this is 86. Tower Dragon was not that old when it came out. Though, then again, those are just nice to have.
Have to jump out of cracks even when they're underwater.
What's also great is that in stage 1 there is actually a warp to stage 6. And then in stage 6 there's a warp to stage 9. In stage 9 there's a warp to stage 12.
Ooh.
Yeah, this game has it has a very intricate warp thing.
But it's fine, because then you have to go through all of stage 12 into 13, which has a warp to 15, then 15 to 18, then 18 to 21!
Yeah, I want to say that, what is it? Let's see what's in here.
Wait, I want to play this before.
We played the
done this on
prequel
stream.
of this. I've ranked the prequel. I have done this when I was looking at
This is for ranking of shmups, I think. Yeah.
No, it was when I was
one of the early ranking.
well, no, it was
Rhapsody, I feel.
because we looked at Antarctic Adventure, the original. Oh, also, it's Santa.
It's Santa.
sweetie.
No, what I did stream it. It's when I got my Saturn and I looked at there's a MSX compilations, I think. Is when I did these.
This game is super neat. Honestly.
Oh, so there we go. Yeah,
And I feel like all the bullshit, like the intricate bullshit, is like pretty neat.
yeah, because a
Can't
lot
believe
of
we
it,
become Son Goku.
a lot of it is, it's neat, but it's not like absolutely necessary because you can enjoy the game without even knowing any of that.
Yeah.
Also, it's surprisingly varied in terms of like environments.
Not,
Oh no,
not
it's
so
another
much
giant
bosses.
turtle.
But yeah, the bosses are basically all the same.
I mean, it's still, at least they're relatively simple.
Ah, my eyes.
Yeah, it's not great. So I've been looking away each time.
Kojima really hates your eyes.
Well, that and everyone else did that.
Yeah.
Really annoying flashing thing was way too common.
It's the natural enemy of the penguin, is
Oop.
the giant turtle.
True. Chomp chomp.
Yeah, I think also the kind of problem with that you can have if you're impatient like me is basically if you want to just go at full blast all the time. This is actually a game that because later stages get incredibly intense in terms of what all is on screen. Slowing down actually helps a lot with that, and that's something I probably should have realized when I first did this.
Okay, but in this game, Kojima is an assistant director.
But he worked on it still.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, the assistant designer, excuse me, assistant designer.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not saying he didn't work on it, I'm just, like, specifying his position in this.
Oh, okay.
I also didn't realize he worked on Tokameki Memorial.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Is this part of the Metal Gear universe?
Yes.
Actually, kind of, because it definitely exists in the Metal Gear universe because of Metal Gear Solid 4, I believe it is Act 2. You know how you had that little intro bits that you could play around with the Mark II?
Bear actually doesn't know that.
Oh.
I haven't played 4 yet. It exists in 4, okay.
Well, it's not so much, it's just more of a, oh hey, it's a kind of a cameo thing, but this game does show up there.
Okay, so that means that actually this isn't part of the Kojima universe, right? The Metal Gear. This exists in the Metal Gear universe, ergo Kojima exists in the Metal Gear universe because somebody had to make this in the Metal Gear universe.
I was just saying,
Metal Gear Solid 5, you fucking cowards, why did I get a pentabox?
also beer.
Also, you can recruit Kojima, so this.
I was gonna say, yeah, because you can recruit Kojima.
Yeah.
Also, Kojima exists in the Snatcher universe, too. Which technically belongs in the Metal Gear universe, depending upon how you want to put 1 and 2 in the mix.
I mean, doesn't the MSX exist in Stature?
Yes. I'm trying to think.
I know there's some old ass fucking computer.
They
that
make
you have to use.
well. There's a thing where it's What the hell is killing me? Oh right, they shoot at me.
What were you saying?
There's an old computer that's like the PC, like it's meant to be like a PC 98.
Oh yeah, it was PC Engine. That's right. Yeah.
And then also there's the thing where at the end, not to spoil it, but there is a character that basically they get a new body. And the part of the body that they get is changes depending upon what platform you're playing it on. So if you're playing on a Sega CD, they're partially a Sega CD. Or if you're playing on the Turbo or PC Engine, they're a Turbo Duo. And I think it's also a PlayStation and a Saturn.
I fucking love Snatcher, but it's got some stuff.
And it didn't matter for the MSX or the PC-88 ones because that part was not in those versions.
Just remember, she's what, 14?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. I was like, wait, oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's a shame this game never left the MSX. There was actually an unofficial port of this to the Master System that was done by, I believe, a Korean company called Zenema.
Tell me more.
Yeah, it's basically a direct port.
So you're telling me Sega had this, but the NES didn't?
Yes. If you
Sega
were in
does.
Korea.
I don't. In Korea.
Yeah, we'll see. The Master System isn't region locked, so it belonged to everybody.
But you do have to deal with NTSC or PAL, though.
The real power to the people.
The Master System wasn't the
Oh,
first
gross.
communist console.
Actually, I wondered... I was wondering what... Was there a Dendy equivalent of the Master System, or is it just the Master System?
There wasn't. It was just like the Master System.
Okay.
Andy.
The Famicom was easier
Yeah.
to clone, so we had a bunch of Famiclones, but I don't think there were actually Master System clones. There
Yes,
were
one on the
though.
Master System.
There were though Famiclones that used the Mega Drive mold, so it looked like a Mega Drive, but it was actually a Famiclone.
It's great because I was looking at stuff in my basement and I remember one of those Famiclones that I bought like when there were all over like mall kiosks, people just selling like Power Joys and all that. I have a Famiclone that is in the shape of an N64 controller.
Okay.
Yeah,
This game though seems super neat.
yeah, it's just a really good game.
Yeah.
Let's do this one last boss. Okay.
Wow, that's a really detailed sprite for a game like this.
Yep. I was gonna say there's a reason why it only has like 2 colors.
I don't know, if you flash hard enough, you can count it as 4 colors.
Yeah, I guess.
Also,
I
the
see.
animation's real good.
I see why this was a Japanese exclusive. He uses fans to celebrate, and there was no way to localize that.
You
Yes.
can't be holding cheeseburgers.
Okay.
Actually, if I can go just quickly off topic, I'm extremely disappointed by the Alex Kidd Miracle World cartridge that I have, because I realized that the burger wasn't in until the built-in version.
Damn.
Oh,
So-
right.
So I have the onigiri. Sorry, jelly
Huh.
donut.
My
Yes,
delicious jelly
indeed.
donut.
All right, so yeah, that's Penguin Adventure. At least also I never really looked at the idle sprite here.
Oh yeah, Bear, were you here for how Lolo described how you get the 2 different endings?
Nope.
So yeah, there is a good and bad end. It is entirely dependent on how many times you pause the game. So you have
What?
to, if you only get the good end if you pause only 1 time, 5 times, 9 times, 14 or 14, 13, I think.
It's
But
13.
yeah. Yeah. So
I am willing to bet whatever people want that this was suggested by Kojima.
oh, I can that sounds exactly like something that he would do. But yes. So I'm kind of wondering what list I should put this in because really the racing element, like you're still timed, but I think it's more in the sense that you're timed like in say something like Super Mario Brothers. Like it's just so that you're not going at super slow.
I mean, I thought the time gets relatively tight the further in you get.
It does, but I think all it does is just make you lose a life. Like, I don't think it's a game over in the same way that Antarctic Adventure was. So I'm actually putting this in the adventure list, or the attack list. I think...
So you can only ever take one hit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There are certain, like, I got that helmet. The helmet will protect against certain enemies, but not all of them. You can get items to block certain attacks, but you never get one that's like, oh, you have 3 hits now.
Okay, but what about the armor?
The armor, I believe, only protects against a certain attack.
What does the priest robe do?
The priest... Oh, I looked them all up, because there's like 15 different items in that game. Like, they go all the way across that menu.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure... I think actually what the priest robe does is that it protects you against a certain ground obstacle. So, yeah. I would put this fairly high.
It allows you to get hit by rocks without dying.
Right.
The blue boots actually let you move faster from left to right.
Oh, that... Yes.
Right to left.
Yes.
Cross tiara protects you from fireballs.
Let's see. I would put this above Buster Brothers.
Yeah, I think this game's real good, honestly.
Yeah, we think... Well, okay. How about... well, Cotton's weird to compare it to.
Yeah, I'd rather play Cotton, personally.
Okay. And I would
Maybe
probably...
it's just me. How do you feel?
I was gonna say, I can kind of see that, because especially with how it gets endgame.
Yeah, it gets real rude.
Part of me just wants to put it in between Lotus Land Story and Mystic Square just to break them apart.
I mean, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But this game is really neat, and I think it's...
Oh, actually, no, because they're the same tier. So...
Damn.
Put it under Cotton, I guess.
Yeah, I'd put it under Cotton, because, yeah, I would play that over the PC-88 Toho games.
I mean, yeah, but this game is real fucking neat.
16.5. That is Penguin Adventure. Not Adventure. Adventure. Episode 78. That was from 1986.
It almost makes you forget that the MSX is a piece of crap.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the handful of good games. I mean, Konami treated that system incredibly well.
They did! Yeah, no, I'll give that to them. They definitely did.
Say, better than, say, something like, oh, I don't know, Square, for example.
Please do not bring up Square.
I'd say definitely that game is cute.
It is very cute.
I don't know if I'd put expert.
No, I'd just say experienced.
Yeah, just the middle one. Oh, also, keep on forgetting that I can see more of the list than you guys can.
Because like it's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a dick, but it's not that bad.
Standard issue deck.
Yeah.
Trying to think of things that I would say that I dislike or like about this. I like what they did with the formula, so I'm thinking of giving gameplay
I do
a like.
the gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least.
The music is good, but I don't know if I'd find it noteworthy.
It's good but repetitive, like. Yeah. The art's nothing really to write home about.
The art?
Yeah. Like it's not bad. It's just it's not something I would say is exceptional either.
Yeah. Oh, also, which reminds me.
Yep.
Photosensitive warning.
I forget what are the choices again. Like what are the selection?
Like here's just kind of the ideas for
Yeah,
charms.
I should one day actually open this up again.
Which is also great because apparently right now it is linking to the old one because I don't know why my domain.
Also, we can't see the dislike in
there.
Yeah.
Let me. There.
And would you say level design?
I'd probably just leave it at gameplay.
Yeah. No, I think gameplay's fine. Yeah.
All right.
Hidden
So-
gem.
Yep. That's Penguin Adventure.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's a super neat game.
So this next game is one that is I find it fairly interesting. And it's also something I'm a little bit more familiar with because it was a game that I actually rented a lot as a kid. Even though I never really knew that this was an arcade game.
I love Blood Patch.
Then let me get the name while it loads.
Oh, fucking hell! That GIF we can't see the full thing of.
Was it pizza?
No, it's the shark one.
Oh. Okay, here we go. So, this is a Taito game. And this is the New Zealand Story.
Fuck yeah.
This game is real, like, there really aren't a whole lot of games like this. Like, you can kind of, sort of think it's kind of like a Bubble Bobble-ish kind of game, but not really, because it's essentially an action platform. It's like an action platform that does a lot of things really, like, it has some neat ideas to it.
Yeah.
This game will be dedicated to all Maze game fans, I guess. I never actually saw that before.
Also, man, that title card is a fucking crime.
Yeah. So
Font is bad.
here's your story.
This has a really good Mega Drive port, by the way.
Yeah, this game actually, the porting situation in this game is actually really interesting because, also I think I need to turn just a smidge down. There we go. This game's actually kind of known for its ports because one thing that Taito as a company did that was really nice, also, it's a Taito game, so expect secrets. They actually had a really good relationship with European computer developers. Like, they would send over like sprite sheets and like everything for their games, so that there was actually a lot of really good ports of this game. And it's kind of why, if I remember correctly, this game kind of is not notorious, but this game's kind of well known in Europe. Probably more well known in Europe than it is over here. Oh, also.
Kiwi.
So yeah.
No, you didn't show up the thing.
I'm waiting for another one to spawn. Because another one should spawn.
Okay, but
Yeah.
how well known is it in New Zealand?
I don't know. Also, you can steal enemy stuff.
Yeah. You can steal vehicles and you can get a bunch of new weapons in the game.
Yeah, and also another thing that's actually really forward-thinking is the fact that there's no, except for a handful of enemies, there's no death by contact. Like, it's only enemy projectiles that will kill you. And spikes.
Yeah.
Those spiky guys would kill you if you touch them, but other than that, like, those are like the, like, only handful of things that will actually kill you outright. Like,
Fuck
yeah.
contact damage.
You can also like shoot the vehicles of enemies and they'll fall to their death and you can laugh at them.
Yes.
It's real fucked up, dude.
It's also great because you actually don't get as many points by doing that.
Because they know it's fucked
Whoops.
up.
War crimes do not pay.
No, it's
The
not really a
current
war
ve-
crime.
The current vehicle you have can be like popped several times before it
Or
completely
enemies
breaks.
get run into spikes, I guess, and die.
Yeah, because they have to deal with spike damage too.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
But this game does a lot of things really. It is very neat. Also, it is kind of quiet, just due to also the sound effects. This game has one of those really good Taito-ish themes of that just gets stuck in your head, but in like a good way, like the theme to Bubble Bobble does. Also, you can swim.
on ground.
This
Yep.
Sprite for swimming too.
Also, if you're in water, you can do that.
Oh, like an archer fish.
Because
yeah,
that's it's one that you can actually fall through.
God, I love this game. And it also has like 1 million levels or something.
There are 5 worlds, each with 4 stages. But yes, this is a little bit longer than your usual game.
I wonder if it's the home ports that are like obnoxiously long.
That could be. Also, I got a bomb, so. Okay. Whatever.
I'd sooner die than let you have my sweet mount.
So here, everybody, you can see the systemic gameplay that inspired All Open, where AI just walks into shit and dies instead of letting you kill them.
I guess. God. There we go.
Todd Howard played this and used it as the inspiration for the AI and the Elder Scrolls.
I mean, you saw me go through that platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also great because they do refer to this bird that we're playing as, whose name is Toki, I believe. They refer to him as a kiwi bird. That is definitely not what kiwis look like.
Yeah.
I'll have you know, if you look at the lower left corner, his life icon is a kiwi bird.
Oh yeah, I see. He does look a lot more kiwi-ish than that. And also, there's kiwis right there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just the way the sprite looks. You don't notice the curved beak.
Oh, also, I'll do it when I am at another area in which I can actually show it off.
Because yeah, if you pay close attention, he does have the curved beak. It's just the sprite outline kind of hides
So
it.
yeah. The shoes are good.
You're such a dick, you just steal people's stuff.
Also, another really nice thing about this game is that your starting weapon's really good. But also, okay, is it these guys that drop it? I could have okay, I guess I don't get one.
There is a really good weapon, but I don't know when it drops.
Yeah, because usually when, is it, let's see. There it is.
There we go, yes!
Ah, you get a gun.
Yep, the ray gun which pierces and is really good. Good. You're just gonna be... Damn it. Also, I like how things just get stuck in your head. Oh.
I guess that's also why. You'll have a little higher balloon.
Sorry, but what is this ominous music?
I picked up the clock.
I'm coming.
Get the E, get the E!
Yep, this has the extend system from Bubble Bobble, but what's also one neat thing about it is that you see how there's a line right next to all my letters that I have? You can actually collect multiples of letters. So it will keep track of like, oh, I have like 2 red E's, so...
Oh man, you missed the iron balloon. Oh yes, fireballs.
Finally, a win.
Oh, I'm actually kind of curious with this, so... Whoop. Also...
Time to get wizard power.
There we go. It's like, why did the boss music not play?
Oh
So
no,
our
it's a
first
whale.
boss.
Frozen.
Also... Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go.
It's the Blubbo's whale.
Finally. Get eaten.
Yep.
Gross.
Kiwi Bird just goes chew on this.
Ah, Rotorua.
Oh, I was gonna say, also, I credit this game for me recognizing the fact that Auckland is in fact a place in New Zealand.
I really wish to know whether this game was popular in New Zealand. Like, we should ask somebody.
Do we know any New Zealanders?
I mean, we just kind of, the Australians, but that doesn't count.
It's not the same!
Australians don't exist, they're a myth.
Kind of. Whoops.
And you're not wrong.
Do we know any hobbits?
Also,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Time
Yeah,
for the
UFO.
War of the Worlds.
Oh,
Well,
here's the
that
thing. Here's another thing that I could that I forgot to show off. That's actually kind of neat. So if you fall a little bit and you mash the jump button really fast, you can actually fly a little bit.
That's neat.
Kiwis can't fly.
Wait, Ivy, you did
can't
not
stab
know
you.
about New Zealand Story? Holy shit, I thought you... I love this game. I won't tell anybody who doesn't know about it. I think I even recommended this. Did I recommend this?
No.
Oh.
No, I just felt like, hey, this game's really neat. I just want to play it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pretty rad game.
I'm
Super
actually...
cute.
So yeah, going back to the home port thing, the version that I'm more used to is the NES port that in the US went by the name of Kiwi Craze. That is more oh god, those things arc. That is more notable for one kind of thing. It's a software creations port, which means it has a Tim Follin soundtrack.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that. Yep.
Which if I hold on
You
a
didn't
second.
say the E-balloon.
Oh yeah, because yeah, it's an e-balloon. I mean, we're collecting letters, so that has to be good, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No.
No.
E stands for enemy.
It was a ruse.
Oh hey,
Also-
Alpha Fruit.
That's not so like next game.
Nope. It's a Wumpa Fruit.
No, multiple.
Also, yeah, these steel things are yeah. Basically, you can't blow them up, but they're tall and they are very slow. Goddamn! Come on.
I like the little sign that's like, jump in the water.
Yeah, you have to like track and field the button in order to get it to actually like do anything properly.
See, I like this game because it does something you don't see too much, where it adds a lot of tiny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like the flying isn't like super polished or like, you know, it's not like super tightly designed, it's just, you have a lot of things.
I would say for the era, it's actually it's a lot better than it probably would be if someone else developed it. Oh, actually, should get this. Should get this thing real quick.
Ah, yes, the spike tail.
Terrifying.
I mean, this gameplay is great. It's more like, you know, usually a lot of these games have like a defining mechanic, like, you know, people quote and all that. But this is just, you have a bunch of guns, you have a bunch of vehicles, and you just fly around as a bird.
I didn't realize you could do that.
Yep.
Oops.
Systemic game design. Also, weirdly enough, for a maze game, it doesn't have a time limit.
It does actually. It's just invisible.
Oh, so you can die from
it-
timeout?
Well, it's the bubble type of timeout where it's basically if you take too long, believe a invincible enemy will come after you.
Murder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you can still run away from Virgos. I mean, it's more of like a hard timer.
Right. Yeah, this game is just really pleasant.
Also really cute.
Can't wait to go on vacation to New Zealand now after playing this game.
Okay.
Yeah, now you know everything you need to know about New Zealand.
Also, the game isn't like particularly difficult.
No, it's not. It doesn't get nearly as dickish as other arcade games of the era. Also, this part's always great.
Ah, the pixel hunting.
Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I like the fact that they give you a map of like, hey, this is where the exit is. guess. There we go.
I also like how you can just jump and steal an enemy's balloon instead of having to kill them first.
Yeah, that's... Oh, right. You have to do this a little bit. Oh, what is the... You have to... Because you actually have to, like... do... Yeah, you actually have to do this kind of... Okay, so it doesn't... I think I have to get... Oh, I think I know what I have to do. I have to wait for those bird ones to spawn, because I don't think I can jump high enough to get out of it.
I can't believe the New Zealand story ends here.
Yeah, where's the...
Fucking rip New Zealand and all the Kiwis.
Well, they should spawn again shortly.
Can't believe
fair.
New Zealand's fucking dead.
Try going a bit more to the left and down.
Yeah, I think maybe if I were to just... Oop, not... Let me try... Oops. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
This is a little dumb.
Yeah, this is like the one time in the game that it does this too.
Oh, he can push it.
Oh. Battery.
We almost got it.
Nope. See if I can... Nope, it's not gonna...
We need a third one!
Yeah, because some of them... Okay, you know what? Oh! Or...
Oh.
Joe just puts me right here.
This is really generous with the checkpoints, holy shit!
Too generous. Yeah, maybe like a third one.
Yeah, then you need to lure both the floaty
Okay.
boys over here. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're gonna ride one.
You
on the way
can...
to left.
I mean, you can flap your wings, but that's not gonna help in this situation. Also, actually, I wonder if I can just...
Yeah, does it persist?
It's...
Yeah, but get the ray gun.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah. Ray gun. It do not. But also, you got two boys after you.
There we go. Here, this should help.
We can just kill them all and then like drive one into all of them now.
Well, the problem is... There.
There we go.
There we go.
That's the good shit.
And then... Oh, well, actually, that one's just... Okay.
Okay.
That one's just small enough that you can just go through.
It works.
Nice.
Killed that turtle.
Stop!
Oh, here. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, the weird thing is that the arcade is actually very generous with the time limit. So I remember seeing this a lot more in the NES one. Oh, here we go. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
What the actual
An
fuck?
enemy.
Ah, here we go. Oh, it's the devil from friggin' Fairyland Story. Okay, let's actually. Wow, that is an incredibly generous checkpoint.
Yeah, no, the checkpointing seems super generous, which is nice.
Oop. Oop.
Got shot in the head.
Oh, wow.
Time on
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
really
This timing is kind of.
shot in the ass.
There we go.
I also love his shoes, by the way. I felt nobody complimented his shoes, so I felt the need to.
I think Ivy did.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Ivy has taste.
She does. Oh, let's go then.
Oh my god, a stack of watermelons.
Look, much like Dracula, he's got some sick kicks.
Also, that Alex kid. Oh, jeez.
It's covered in bullets.
Alex Kidd never did that.
Yeah, that one didn't explode like that. That one just kind of hurt you.
Like, the only person with kicks near as nice as these is Dracula.
Yeah, I guess Reebok pumps.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
God, when am I gonna do my product placement episode?
Dracula knows what's up.
Yo, if you do a product placement episode, you need to do Pepsi Man.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
And I will be there to enjoy your torment. The game sucks.
Game was fucking awesome.
The game is awesome, but
Oh,
also it's
also this boss has a really weird attack.
It spits bats.
Ah, the vampiric golem octopus.
Are you doing any damage to it, shooting it just normally, or do you have to just...
I think I am. Oh,
You have to get eaten by this boss as well.
no, you do not. That is the only boss that you have to get eaten.
Thank fucking goodness.
God damn it. Oh.
I guess
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's,
have to-
oh, you have to hit there. I mean, that makes sense.
Does it? Gotta aim for the ink hole.
There we go.
Thankfully, he's not actually that durable.
Okay, I want to.
Oh,
Okay, I think at this point you can actually get a secret ending.
Tell me
Oh.
more.
I gotta see if I. Because I actually don't know if this ending. I think this ending actually got cut in a lot of home ports. But there's a very specific way you have to trigger it.
okay, I want to see it. I've never played the arcade version, actually.
Okay. You have to. Okay, so. Okay, here we go. If you get hit by a projectile rounds 3-1, and later, you get taken here. Which I think if I just die here, I think it's just game over. But
I appreciate that the demons have halos.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Oh,
they're
yeah,
supposed to be
they're
just
never-
bats.
You're gonna reach heaven through violence and kill God.
It's true.
God.
Just if you see God by the side of the road.
Kill him. Resurrect him first, then kill him.
Oh, it's a. Oh, I don't know where the hidden path is in this one. Here, let me just do this real quick. Because let me check something real quick. I just. Okay, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, I think we're just gonna see the ending.
Wow, that's ground.
Yep.
By the way, was it referring to the exit in the underworld?
So there's a hidden exit that you can actually get out of there, and I think it actually gives you a warp. So that is... You can actually get, like, a free life out of that.
I'm sad, like, I was looking at a guide to figure out stuff about heaven, and I missed the ending.
Oh, basically, we touched the goddess. We went into a long sleep.
That was the Virgin Mary, dude.
They called it the goddess.
goddess.
And yeah, so you just go right back here if you continue. And I think, unlike, say, something like Rolling Thunder, you have infinite continues. Because this game's actually good.
Yeah,
So,
this game seems real fucking good.
Yeah, so that's the New Zealand story, and that game is incredibly good. I'm honestly kind of looking at Bubble Bobble and wondering if I should put it above or below it.
I would prefer Bubble Bobble personally, but
I prefer this.
fucking fight you, bear. Duke it out.
Like, if you said Busta move, then maybe, but like Bubble Bobble is just like
I don't know.
Dragon
Bubble Bobble
Bubble.
co-op is incredibly fun.
It is. I actually...
everything is fun in co-op. That's a cop-out answer.
Okay, but you can co-op in Bubble Bobble, and that's what matters, fucker.
That is true. You can't co-op in Rhyme Maze. Which, I would put this game above Rhyme Maze, at least.
Yeah, no, I would definitely put
As
it
much as
above
I like that
so.
game... actually, what I'm actually kind of thinking about is I wonder if I should put it on the same tier as Bubble Bobble.
And that'd work for me.
Because I want to say both of those games do really neat things. And,
Okay, chat, if anybody has 10,000, I want you to invalidate the rank of Bubble Bobble so that New Zealand Story can reign supreme.
You filthy fucker, don't you dare.
okay.
The reign of Bubble Bobble must be ended.
Never! Game's so good in co-op.
Oh, right, I have to do...
God, how many levels did we get through?
60, I think?
Yeah, we got through like
we got
60
through less
before
than
we were just
50% of the game then, too?
Oh boy.
Alright, so...
Is Snow Brothers a Taito game?
That is a Telplan game.
Oh, okay.
1988 by Taito. For the arcade. It is an action game. And we're going to put tier there. That game is incredibly cute.
It is aggressively cute.
Oh, also while I'm here... we're gonna mark-
Exceedingly cute.
Supremely
what's-
cute.
What's the start tag?
Mastercraft.
Oh.
Because once we rank it, it's going to push up into that area. Audience, it's incredibly balanced.
Bizarrely balanced.
Better balance than Bubble Bobble.
I would agree with that, actually.
It's better balanced than Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 edition.
Okay, who did this?
Carnival,
Goddamn
what
it,
the
Carnival.
fuck?
Thank you, Carnival. I knew I
Bang
could
your
count on you.
ass!
Knew I could count on Carnival.
Goddamn sycophant.
Oh, actually, this might...
Trusted friend and ally.
Just
Oh,
gotta
actually,
co-op it again,
You know
lol.
what? Okay, we're going to wait until after I see how that's going to affect the ranking before I do that. It's something great.
Yeah! Just remember the pure chaos that happened last time.
Let's see. Like, love,
When
dislike,
you
hate.
invalidated Trio the Punch while also Battle Circuit was invalidated.
Well, that will be the only invalidated one on this list, so it won't break that way.
Just gotta co-op Bubble Bobble again. It'll be great.
Yeah, we gotta do Super Bubble Bobble this time.
Yeah!
Don't
know the difference.
It's the second quest.
Yeah.
I definitely would say the gameplay
art.
and the art, I think, are definitely good.
Also, we're missing the side. Like,
Oh,
it's
right.
not scrolling over to...
Still getting used to this. I
I like the art a lot, honestly. It's a shame we don't have the Tim Follin soundtrack for this one.
well,
Play some Tim Follins.
I can pull it real. It's right here.
Just fucking play some Tim Follin. Just get like a mod, just a ROM hack of it. Swaps out the music for the Tim Poland soundtrack. But yeah, no, I think the art's also really good in the. I would say at least I like the art.
Yeah, because I'm thinking art, music, and the gameplay are things, but I'm thinking of like, is there anything? Are one of these will we put in the love category?
I love the art personally because there's very few games like it, especially from that era.
I was amazed at like the sheer variety of like tile sets they had.
Okay, so how about this?
I don't know if I'd put love personally, but yeah, no, I at least liked it a lot.
Well then,
Yeah.
how about this? Because then we can do this, and then this, and then this.
Yeah.
And there really isn't anything to dislike or hate because it's just really good.
No, it's really good and once again surprisingly balanced.
So yeah, there.
Balance.
So yes,
It's also educational because it teaches you about New Zealand.
yes. All right, so yeah, that is the New Zealand story. So let's go. do
Merge
this,
and
then this.
validate. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh god, also I just realized. Okay, I trying to remember the order of the. Oh, I know what the next game is. So this game is interesting. Namely because not because of the game itself, but because of the franchise that it's in. Also,
No.
Hell yeah.
Anything but this system.
so yeah, this is a Famicom Disk System game. It is by Kemco. And this is Roger Rabbit.
Jesus.
Oh shit, no, I know what we're doing now, shit.
Yeah. So
Fuck
No.
this.
So this game is part of a really weird franchise called the Crazy Castle franchise. So this is the first one in the series. Basically, the reason that it's weird is because Kemco is really bad at holding rights. So let's just play a little bit of this, and we'll see what we mean. So yeah, this is based on the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And basically, you gotta collect all the hearts.
Oh, okay, yep. I get what you mean.
I am traumatized by this game because at one point I had access to a Game Boy for several months and only Crazy Castle. I have played so many Crazy Castle games, you have no clue.
Yeah, and it's great because they keep on switching the license.
And they're all the same.
Yeah,
They're all the same.
they're all the same except for one, because for some reason there's a platformer in the series.
Also, one thing that's great, the password system is a 4-letter system, but the Game Boy games later use the 4 letters to type words. So if you could guess specific 4-letter words, you could guess the password for like very far level.
Ah, finally I can type in cock and get endgame.
So, one thing that's not quite apparent is that there's kind of a weird, like, there's a weird tile system. Oh. Let me just do that. Yeah, so you can see the walk animation. Which is great, because
It's terrible.
I'm just gonna go, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do...
So what's up with the way his ears move?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Okay, are we doing only the first Crazy Castle, or are you actually doing all Crazy Castle games?
No,
right
I'm
now?
just doing the first
Notice what he's typing in, though.
Yeah.
one. So yes,
Funny Crazy Castle.
just to give you a little preview of what we're gonna do in about maybe 5 levels.
Because literally every fucking Crazy Castle game is the same.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
and so it's especially weird because the first one's Roger Rabbit, and when they brought this over to the US, basically, Capcom actually had an exclusive license with Disney to use Disney characters, which Roger Rabbit technically is a Disney property. So when they brought it over, they got the Bugs Bunny license. Hence why it's Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle.
Okay, but do you need to switch between Bugs and Mickey every level so they have equal screen time?
Oh, between Bugs and Roger?
No, between Bugs and Mickey.
No.
That was one of the clauses in Roger Rabbit.
Oh. Oh, right.
They had to have an equal number of lines, and neither would be portrayed as better than the other.
Huh.
But deep down, we knew Bugs was better.
Bugs had more personality, yes.
Bugs was a person, Mickey was a product.
So
Basically.
it's also great. So they wanted to port it to the Game Boy because that's right around the era where the Game Boy is coming out. So they didn't by the time they actually made their Game Boy game, I believe it was 1990, their license with Roger Rabbit expired, but not with Disney. So they made it a Mickey Mouse game. So it's just called Mickey Mouse on the Game Boy.
Good.
Which technically is kind of actually more of a sequel than a port, because it has like a bunch more levels.
It's also why that Donald and Daffy scene ends the way it does, because they have to have an equal number of lines and neither can be portrayed as better than the other.
Also, stairs in this game are kind of weird, so the moment that you go off a set of stairs, you have to move an additional step.
Because Roger Rabbit was actually licensing hell.
I would imagine.
And it's nothing short of a miracle that it actually got made.
Oh, also, I haven't showed off the punching glove yet. Or the boxing glove.
The worst part is, like, they have so many Crazy Castle games, and the reason I'm traumatized is because they all have the same music. Like, this track haunts me. Like, I actually have the shivers right now by listening to this.
Crazy Castle induced PTSD.
I wish I could describe to you, like, imagine, like, you want to play a game, and you're tired of playing Master System games, and your only choice is to just play Crazy Castle on the Game Boy. That's the only thing you can do.
I would lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Also, Barry, you're a bit crackly.
You're a bit crackly.
Your face is a bit crackly.
I had, like, 3 games I owned on the Master System.
Also, I don't know what these things are supposed to be, but their dead sprite is fucking horrifying.
Oh, they're the weasels.
Okay, I can't tell because these sprites kinda suck.
Shit.
It's really good because when they switched over to other license, they basically make Bugs the protagonist or Mickey Mouse, and then all the side characters would be evil. So, like, you have Foghorn Leghorn chasing you, trying to, like, kick your shit in.
So, let's go ahead and take a look at Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle, because one thing that's actually, I mean, it's not really surprising, but the passwords are interchangeable.
I can't believe you're allowed to
Beautiful.
play the same game twice in a row on this.
They're not the same game.
They're literally
This
the same
is
game!
Bugs Bunny's Crazy
Every
Castle.
Crazy Castle game is the same fucking game!
Which-
It's Bugs Bunny, which has
Going
different...
going through the licensing is great because it goes Roger Rabbit, Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, the real Ghostbusters,
Of course.
Garfield, and then Woody Woodpecker.
And all of them are the same.
Pretty much. Except for there's a game called Mickey Mouse 3 that is actually a platformer. Oh, actually,
That's
then,
not a real Crazy Castle game, please.
then also they put their original
Beat the shit
character.
out of Donald or Daffy there.
Then they also put their original character,
Nuts.
Kid Clown.
Those are all Sylvester.
I saw Daffy.
Oh, did
Oh,
you?
they did actually make one other change to the North American release. They made the enemies a lot slower.
God, this game fucking blows. Oh my god.
Oh, right, the Ghostbuster ones. Yeah, because they added Load Runner elements, too.
Oh
Finally.
That sounds really good to add to this formula.
It took them 4 games to rip off Lode Runner.
I mean, look, Turbo, it's no longer in a castle, it's different.
Also, the thing with Crazy Castle that is actually introduced me to a character that I actually didn't even realize existed. Because apparently there's a character called Honey Bunny. That was like a proto Lola Bunny. And the ending screen for this game is essentially taken straight from a model sheet.
Yeah, I think like in the Game Boy version that has Bugs Bunny, it's not just Sylvester, it's basically the entire ensemble of Looney Tunes characters.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because we saw Daffy Duck a little bit, but also, there's Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't know about her. She appeared in the comics.
Ah, yes. Whoops.
Just like the Sonic comics.
She's
Okay,
Bugs Bunny's ex.
Yeah, because Lola
Bugs
Bunny exists
Bunny's
now.
ex. Wait, is he
That's
still
with
with
Roger Rabbit.
Wait, is he still with Lola Bunny, or
Yeah.
I thought he was with Daffy now.
He's
Or are they just roommates?
So
I don't think that part. I think that was one-sided.
They're incredibly
Oh.
bisexual.
Okay.
But also, yeah, the Lola thing in that was very, very one-sided, and
God.
that she was obsessed with him and he wanted nothing to do with her.
Because he was with Daffy.
Exactly.
Daffy and his pearls.
Wait, are you telling me that Lola Bunny had better representation in Space Jam than she does in the modern cartoons?
Yes.
Wow.
They kind of changed her character up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they made her, if I remember correctly. And granted, I have not
She's
seen
the
this, so I
daughter
could
of
be.
a rich man.
What is it?
She's the daughter of a rich man, I know that much.
Yep.
And like, didn't they also make her like one of those like ooh crazy kind of
Yeah.
characters?
No, she was obsessed.
Also, oh, okay.
Enemies respawn after a while, right?
I think they do. Maybe not.
Could
Like, that-
sworn in one of the later games they always respawn.
Like that sitcom Looney Tunes thing was really good in a lot of ways, but Lola, not so great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how. Okay, so at this point we have now seen all the tile sets. Also, this theme, which is totally not shake, rattle, and roll.
But regardless, I still say it was very good.
Yep.
And also,
No.
to be fair, in Space Jam,
Wait.
she still had like no personality. It was just tough
No.
girl, what be Bugs Bunny with tits.
Yeah. Oh, I see my issue.
Has Lola actually ever had like, good characterization?
Not really.
Yeah.
Maybe in some of the offshoots, like the comics or something, probably not.
Uh,
Like, that's just an assumption, I don't know.
okay,
Also, regarding New Zealand Story, the ending you showed off was the secret arcade ending.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was.
There
it's-
wasn't, like, an extra thing. The only other thing was, like, finding a passageway to run away from heaven.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't remember if they put it in a lot of. I think they left it out in a lot of home ports.
Yep.
So yeah, that is Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle / Roger Rabbit / Mickey Mouse /
Fuck
Yeah.
this game.
Really.
I'm gonna put a dislike for music. Just saying that now.
So here's the question that I'm wondering: Is this are we considering this a maze game, or are we putting this in the mind category?
This is.
Because it's not really a puzzle game, because you can't really screw yourself over other than like, oh hey, there's enemies there, but you could do the same in Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I think it's more like a maze game, really, because you're doing route optimization.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
I think maze game is probably good.
Is Mappy a maze game?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this
Okay.
is-
Yeah. So
yeah.
perfect. Then it's perfect for this category.
Okay.
'Cause I was thinking, like, yeah,
Let me scroll down a bit.
it's like Mappy, but shit.
We got a lot. God, the one thing
Would
I'm
you rather
thinking, I'm
play
like,
this or Bubsy?
yeah, that's what I was looking at too.
Yeah.
That's a
Ironic,
that's
I'd
a
say
hard
Bubsy.
question.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather play Bubsy because it has less repetitive, shitty music.
Yeah.
Also,
Like,
the
if you
gameplay is actually less repetitive.
Like, if you sat me and forced me to play one or the other, I'd probably pick Bubsy.
Because holy shit, that game! If you play one level, you've played every level.
I think I'm kind of thinking, maybe in between the two Pac-Mans.
Yeah, that sounds fine enough to me, I guess.
Because Super Pac-Man's just not great.
Yeah.
God, that game was boring.
Whoops.
I'm so sorry, Bear.
No, it's terrible. I played the later one.
No,
which
I'm
are-
saying I'm so sorry that you had to play this.
I was gonna say, to be
No.
fair, this also this is also a game that I had as a kid too.
Oh, good.
Is
Hello.
so bad.
Yeah. And that was Also, those are a surprisingly late Famicom Disk System thing, because I think that was 1989. That was by Chemco. That isn't. I'll just put in yes. It is a maze game. Let me just do this, because there are way too many licenses involved to be that, not that. All right. I'll just put, I don't think it's that terribly difficult. It's just. Yeah, and you were saying dislike for music?
Yeah, no, it's super repetitive. Monotony made for him.
Oh, are we doing the what we hate thing?
Yes.
What we dislike?
Yeah, dislike, hate, like, love.
Yep.
I hate the music, but maybe I'm biased.
No, I can agree.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite
It's not
hate.
bad enough to hate. Like, it's not outright offensive, but it is monotonous.
Yeah, it's definitely going to dislike. So, I don't know if I'd put gameplay. I think it's just bland. Actually,
The
actually
gameplay
no.
is.
Right, because we have a thing for that.
Yeah. We
I hate how bland it is and how every iteration of this franchise has been bland.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could you put level design under hate though? Because every level's the fucking same.
What did I put? Is it? I think that's it. I think that's what.
Yeah. Because
Which
as I said before, like, it's a game that it feels like when you've played one level, you've played literally every goddamn level.
I hate the fact that Google hasn't updated their emoji support, because when I do the actual emoji keyboard, it looks like a map instead of just. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. All right. Theme for the day is basically damsel in distresses, but with animals. So, this next game. Let me just do this.
What I think it is.
It's not quite, because that's
thank goodness.
that's 2 more games from now.
Oh Jesus! How are there so many games?
Because we spent a lot of time on the New Zealand Story and Penguin Adventure. This one, I have a feeling we will not be taking so much time on.
It's fine. I've got an adorable cat in my lap, and that's all that matters.
Oh, now it's adorable.
I always say she's adorable, but also she's a fucking asshole.
So this game.
Oh no! Not this game. No.
Not this game.
So yeah, that's all you need to know about this game. This is Toki. Made by the Tad Corporation, whose basically only other big game that they made was Cabal.
Are you going to be doing the remake as well?
No, I'm just doing this version.
Okay.
Okay, also, so we are Toki, we have been turned into an ape, our girlfriend has
We
been
can see
kidnapped.
We can't see it.
Oh,
Which is probably for the better.
Yeah.
okay.
You may want to reset the story because nobody's
right.
had a fancy cool intro.
Also this. So you can see that I'm playing this legit. Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Toki.
Toki.
Okay.
God, I hate this.
I played only the Mega Drive version of this and I despise this. Like,
Yeah,
I
this
can't remember playing 2 games in a row I despise.
I mean, I'm playing... Yes, Toki does to me time.
I hate this art.
Yeah, So it's a game that's... I'd just say like this. You can shoot in multiple directions. Also, you can get this power up. So yeah,
Let's take an extra hit, I think.
I think it's a couple also. That stupid sound effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they recently released a remastered version of Toki, which was, by the way, in development for extremely long. And if you want to hear the weirder thing about it, the people who were involved in Magical Drop 5, like the indie sequel that was really bad, they were the ones that did the Toki remaster, or at least some of them did.
That sounds about right.
Because I recall when Magical Drop 5 released, they announced the Toki remaster, and now they released it, but it's under a different label, but it's the same remaster.
Yeah, it's also... So, this got a port to the Genesis / Mega Drive. That's basically this... It's this arcade game, except I think they added a level or two. And they called it Toki Going Ape Spit.
You know, Lolo,
That's a title.
it feels like there's an ice pick in my skull right now, and that's somehow less terrible than this.
Yeah, this game ain't great.
I am in quite a bit of pain, and that's still less miserable than this fucking game. That is how I feel right now. Oh, fuck this. Literally
Yeah.
nobody, Tyrion. Literally nobody.
Also, I think there's an NES port of this. Oh, hey, we get shoes like New Zealand
Finally,
Story.
some sweet kicks.
Hell yeah.
Wait.
Still not as good as Dracula's though.
I just wanted to check because it looked like they're different patterns depending upon what way you're climbing up.
It's like that spike pillar is in my skull, and still less terrible than this game.
Okay,
Fucking hate everything about this.
Same.
This game just offends me on a fundamental level.
oh right. This,
What the fuck?
I don't know. This is.
This
You know,
is-
I didn't quite look at the sprite as much when I was testing this. To realize how not...
Bad.
how this shouldn't exist. Okay.
I mean, I'll be honest. I find like the design of Toki itself like an insult to the senses.
Yeah,
Art is under hate. Art is under hate directly right now. Right here.
Yeah, let's
Are we in the right list? Yeah, we need to switch lists.
No, we're not. It's an attack game because you only have 1 health.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still under maze.
Nope.
Oh, that's
well,
what Maze is.
Maze is attack.
Just because you're lost in complete despair, Torpid, doesn't mean it's a maze.
Just because I'm in intense pain, yeah.
That was not good.
That was very not good. That was dislike for
Extremely not
music.
good.
That was also terrible.
It was
Dislike for
pretty awful.
gameplay. That was also miserable. Like, I wish we could put more than 2 to a category, because this game is deeply fucking garbage.
It's bad in a lot of ways.
Also, I like the fact that we haven't even put a
Amazing
number
that
to
one.
it yet. I would still... you know what, actually, I think in between Space Harrier 2 and Dirty Pair is probably a good spot
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
That's fine by me. God, that was fucking miserable.
Extremely.
And
Glad
that's
it's
my
over.
Tad. That might actually...
What
that-
is the Y tag?
yikes.
Yeah, okay, that's a real yikes for me.
Really yikes for me, dog.
Arcade game. What the hell would even tone that?
What tone is offensive?
What tone is tone deaf?
We have
Yeah.
atonal.
I mean,
I think it's
what
trying
tone
to
is
be.
ugly and
Okay,
garbage?
okay, no. I think it's trying to be charming and cute with the super deformed designs.
Actually,
I think that's what it's attempting.
we have a silly tag. I think probably that might
Yeah,
work.
it's definitely.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's trying to be silly.
And then there.
I like how we have to clarify that it was trying to be silly.
Do you have to mark it as
Yes.
absolute garbage?
Yes.
Yeah. Fucking
Man, we're getting a real rainbow of things in this episode.
Yeah.
Also, just realized this is all attack category games,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad thing. But yes, needless to say, we are looking at. Also, that might break a record for shortest ranking. Just us going,
Maybe.
nope.
Oh, it was miserable. It was absolutely miserable.
Okay,
Yep,
so
glad it's over.
I think the only way you could slay me more is if you started ranking Pac-Mania.
Ranking
No.
of Crazy Castle, thank you.
Well, no, after Crazy Castle and Toki, the only worst thing I can now imagine.
No,
just
I'm saying just
continue-
ranking of all the Crazy Castle games in a row.
Oh, that would just kill me. I just need-
that would mean that I'd have to play it too, which is not happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are actually having a better game, which is not hard. So this game actually kind of gets compared a lot to the New Zealand Story, although they play pretty differently.
Go on. Why is there a platypus?
That's our hero. And this is Liquid Kids.
Ah, it's a terrible name.
Oh, that's a bad name.
Yeah.
That's a really bad
Known
name.
as, I believe in Japan, it's called Mizubaku Daiboken, which I think is like Water Balloon Adventure or something like that.
It's a bad name with an even worse title card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is kind of just a preview of what this game is.
It's also really cute, and I already like it.
So let me just put in credit because you get the story that way.
Oh god, no, that noise. No. I hate the credit feed noise. Why are you like this?
So yes, that is our hero, Hippopo.
Popo.
Popo, attack the devil!
Fucking kill Satan!
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like Popo. He's adorable.
So, this game kind of is basically, what if you mixed the New Zealand Story kind of control scheme with Bubble Bobble?
I like it.
Unfortunately, you still got contact damage in this, but yeah.
Dude, you should really be making contact in this.
So you can throw the bubbles, which they will put down a little bit of water, like if you remember the water thing from Bubble Bobble.
Yep.
You can charge it up also and make it bigger. Also, you can, since it's water, you can put out fire with it too.
Man, I'm really digging this actually.
Yeah, nice. Feels really weird playing a good game on this episode all of a sudden again.
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna disappoint you next.
Oh.
I don't even know what's next.
I do! You will remember the scars.
Also,
Popo.
Oh no! Satan is actually the Joker.
Jared Leto's here. Let's kill him.
Satan swoops in and says,
Oops.
"Have you ever danced with the devil in pale moonlight?"
oh, also I
Also,
just noticed. I noticed that your life meter or your lives, when you die, they actually turn sad.
Aww.
This game is really nice, actually.
Yeah.
I just kind of wish that your default moving speed was just a smidge faster.
Yeah, you seem really sluggish, but I don't know, I feel like it kind of works in the gameplay.
Yeah, you're carrying a massive ball of water. Good balance.
Well, not just that. It helps. I guess it works well because everything in this is kind of slow.
I miss the innocent times when
Whoops.
cute, adorable characters would go on a quest to kill Satan. I feel like we had more of that back in the
We
day.
need more. So basically, we need more Kirby games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
but give me a really cute game that just at the end gets really dark and miserable. That's all I ask.
That's every fucking indie game these days.
also,
It's great. Yeah, but give me a good one. Is the thing.
Just play Jimmy and the Pulsating Mouse.
No, I'm good.
It's really
I don't
long.
I also don't like that kind of gameplay. So.
Holy
Okay, this
shit,
is
that's...
a nightmare of noise.
Yeah.
also we have a choice of doors. I'm pretty certain that there is no difference between the two.
Well, you're gonna have to rewind it, we can see.
Well, they both go to the same area.
Oh.
No, yeah, but just rewind. I want to see if there's actually a difference.
Yeah.
Oh!
See,
Oh, actually, there is. So it goes to the same kind of area, just the just change the levels up. That's actually kind of neat.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
could actually take you to a later level.
No, they both go take you to 2-1.
Yeah, it's just
Really,
like the
it's right
start.
Wait. Okay, that's 2-1.
Oh, it was round 2-1. I couldn't read it.
Yeah, no, Torpin's wrong.
Okay. Yep, it's 2-1.
By the way, I like this one more.
Also, the thing with the music is that it's not as, like, peppy as, like, except for that first stage music. It's not as peppy as, say, something like New Zealand Story. It's just incredibly charming.
Okay,
I mean-
but I like these enemies that have the fucking umbrellas to defeat you. Like, it's really clever and cute, and I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, also one other thing that, well, we'll see if I get to a water spout. Oh, also,
Aww.
God, this game is so fucking cute.
damn it.
Dude, you're on land.
Oh. Also, I'm going to sit here for a moment because there's one, much like NewZealand Story, it has the thing where if you spend too long on a level. Oh, he did the anime sunstick out thing. There's a really good piece of music that plays. Oh, that.
I fell asleep.
Aw, poor Hippopo. Oh, pooped.
Come on. Must be a generous time limit.
I'm digging the chill music though. It's actually really nice.
Whoop. Did he wake up for a sec? Yes. Wow, that's a really generous time limit. Oh, here we go. Whoop, ignore that. Ignore the glitching.
The fuck?
Don't worry about it.
Oh no, he's coming after me.
Oh wow! Holy shit! This game is so good.
It's just, I just wish it was a smidge faster.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say it's like NewZealand Story levels good, but it's really good. It's like a really nice and adorable take on the Bubble Bobble formula.
What did I even say? A much better take.
You filthy fucker, get out of here.
I would still probably put Bubble Bubble above this.
I still
gonna have to rank.
It's really good.
I'm gonna have to rank it for that.
I'm gonna have to re-rank it, so we'll find out.
Fuck you, Carnival.
Thank you, Carnival.
You know what?
Toki's.
I feel glad and lucky that I'm gonna be inflicting Frozen on him then.
Why are you watching Frozen?
Not watching Frozen, that's the thing.
He's playing the Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
The Kingdom Hearts.
The Kingdom Hearts!
the Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, we're already at a boss.
Love how chill and cute this is.
What the shit is this?
The piss machine.
The golden
This
shower
is
head.
deeply uncomfortable.
It is way too happy about the piss.
Hey kids, wanna play with some liquids?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, the real liquid kid starts here.
It's like foam or something.
It's like very foamy popcorn. It's like butter for popcorn, but you forgot to put in the popcorn.
Whoop. Oh wait, do we get a different? Oh Jesus!
Oh,
My god, holy shit.
that is super fucked.
So it's like acid piss?
It would seem so.
I guess.
I mean, what else melts a hippopo?
I don't know, and I don't want to think about it.
Okay. I want to talk to the sound designer who went to the office and just flipped over a table and recorded that as the end of the boss fight thing.
Also, this next
No,
song.
it's like they filled a tin
So-
can full of marbles and started hurling it across the room.
This song that plays in this level is actually probably my favorite song in the game.
It's definitely like the most bubble bobbly. Yeah, I don't know, I'm really feeling this game. It's pretty good. How would you say it feels to control?
Controls are fine. The thing that's weird is the jump, because I don't know if it's... Wait, so is he going through a different... No, it's just a... Okay. It's...
Holy shit, the boy down below, though. He's, like, trying to escape this reality.
Yeah.
Keep falling for it.
Well, the problem is that there's really nothing I... Like...
Don't get stabbed.
There we go.
God, look at these boys vibrating! I know what I said.
Yeah.
Oh geez, this is gonna be great. Hauling ass now.
Saved our big buddy.
Oh.
He's a real fucker.
What the... Okay, that's why I need to position myself a little bit better.
What is the sound design in this game?
I don't know.
It's like how your bubble sounds like little firecrackers going off.
Mm-hmm. Oh look, minions.
What, like those little ones you throw at the ground?
The whippersnappers?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what your bubbles sound like.
I can definitely hear it. Yeah, this is the Fireman 3.
And also, maybe my brain is just weird, but I feel like the boss defeat sound is like someone took a can, like a tin can, and filled it full of marbles and just started hurling it.
Whoop. Yeah, you do have a very dog toy-esque squeak when you die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Also, when was this game made?
1990.
Oh, okay. 'Cause, yeah, it's very good looking.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Also, this level's kind of long. Oh, geez. I said that thing just totally didn't just pop out of nowhere. God, how much longer is the stage?
Aha! Bigger bubble.
This has to be a boss area. Yep.
There we go, life.
You're not hitting it, you have to be on it.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I think you're better off just building up your bubble rather than spamming it.
Yeah, I think that's...
You do a lot more damage that way.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because the water is like rotating between those two. Or not rotating, like bouncing off between those two parts.
Yeah, the water spilled by your bubble seems to be doing the most damage of any of them.
Yeah, just drop it there.
There we go.
God damn it, Jim, you hit the shelf again, everything fell out. What the fuck?
Everything fell.
A collection of sticks just fell down. I have to sort them again.
Ah, time to go to Egypt.
Remember when Satan started his kingdom in Egypt? Fucked up.
I mean, look, video games love Egypt levels.
Okay, why was there never an Egyptian sewer level?
Look, because ancient Egyptians didn't have sewers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but they had hippopos, huh?
Yes.
Well, this
As
is
I said-
ancient Egypt.
I was gonna say, didn't they have like a hippo gator god?
They had both. They had
I mean, they
both
have
a
an
hippo
alligator
and a
god.
gator.
They have
Well, I thought they had one that was both. Like there was, I forgot what the name of it, but it's like a combination of like a hippo, a crocodile, and a lion, I think. And it was basically supposed to represent the 3 most dangerous predators in Egypt. Sobek, that's
I
what it
know
is.
there was a goddess of
Oh,
destruction.
Sobek, right. Or a moot. No, it was a moot, yes. What the hell is...
Yes, Sobek is the alligator, I believe, and then what you're thinking of is a moot. Because hippos kill a lot of fucking people every year.
Yeah, hippos are
so-
bastard. Hippos are kind of dangerous.
Not kinda, they are incredibly.
Also, I might be screwed here. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of curious. Okay, I just wanted to see what the crushing animation was. Oop.
I think a checkpoint is literally where you die.
Yeah, it's...
Behold, a bug catcher here in Pyramid.
Egypt.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. Oh, right, you can push power-ups. Damn it.
So is Big Bubble a temporary power-up?
Yes.
face.
Also, that beach ball sounding bounds. I like that it popped the balloon too when it squished me. Back. What a dick.
Yeah, I don't get those claw enemies exactly.
Okay, this. Oh, what? Okay, that's a kind of a mean enemy to put right there.
Extremely.
Yeah, how? Oh, you just hold it there. Okay.
One day we'll be free of sandstone hell.
That is one thing I'll also say that I'm not super thrilled with, is that these levels are kind of long.
Yeah, no, I'll give you
Yeah.
that. They're definitely a bit too long.
The speed does not help, though.
Ooh.
Nope.
I was to say, this has to be...
This definitely looks like a boss fight.
I'd say like
Okay.
Ah, camel.
nice. Very glitchy camel.
Yeah,
Well, it's also not supposed to...
right there.
Yeah, I'd say the level design is like a bit watered down compared to NewZealand Story.
kind of a bit meandering.
Yeah, like I like the gameplay a lot, and I think the art is super charming, but also level design leaves something to be desired.
Love
I don't really like.
really long.
I also don't really like the sound design, to be honest. The music is great, but the like actual sound effects are not very good.
Buddy, what's going on with your head?
A lot.
Oh no, there's a second phase.
Awful. That one just said fireworks.
Yep. Which is the shorter way?
Boom.
Okay, I just want to see what the next area is. Oh. Tree.
It tweet.
Alright, well I think that's probably enough of that. Because I think we just hit the halfway mark. So I think that's a good place to call that one. That game was it's really good. There are some things that I kind of wish that it's a bit faster, but other than that, it played perfectly fine. I'm kind of thinking I would probably put that between the Fairyland Story and Cotton because I just really like the.
Oh god, everything's falling apart.
Yeah,
God, you fucked up everything. What game was in that slot?
That was. Oh,
Team
it was
Shanghai
no.
Alice.
Oh, great! No, I know what it was. It was freaking. It's Oh god, it's the one I could never get the name right.
Toho 14.
Undefined fantastic object.
Oh god.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think in between here and here.
Yeah.
Liquid.
Ugh.
In this episode 78, that came out in 1990. Taito. It's an arcade game. It is an action game. It is incredibly cute. And experienced, because yeah, it's not too terribly hard.
I would say I love the art, I like the music and gameplay, but I dislike the level design.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the art, or love the art. Music. And you wanted to put game design or game in there?
Gameplay.
I would probably not put like in gameplay because I think it's just a little bit too slow to put it for like.
I would definitely say dislike game design though.
Me, level design.
Level design, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Do you have a dislike for sound effects, or is that just me?
I think I have. I know it because let's see.
And I didn't mind the sound effects personally, but yeah.
No, you don't have a sound effects thing.
No, I don't have sound effects yet, but I was thinking of putting one in. So
Yeah,
let's
you
see.
definitely should.
Let's see. What kind of emoji do we have to work with? Oh, here.
Just a speaker. Play it loud.
Sound. And oh, right under here.
But yeah, I didn't hate the sound. I just didn't like it.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you're wondering how I'm doing this, if you hold Windows key and semicolon, you get an emoji keyboard.
What? Oh my god, I did not know about this. Why did you never tell me?
Because I never really had a use for it.
Wow. I feel betrayed.
Anyway, yeah, that's Liquid Kids. So
Sure
we have one game left to look at.
How do you make Liquid Kids? Does it involve a blender?
It's like a shrinky dink.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so God, yeah, this game. So this is a little bit later than the games we've been taking a look at. It is from a developer who at the time that they made this were not a really big name. The only games that they had made were they made a strategy game based off Lord of the Rings. They had made a Mortal Kombat knockoff. And they had made a game that is infamous that basically, because there was a lady on their logo, that in the Genesis version of this game, if you put a code in, before the game starts, you can actually make her topless. Other than
Tell
that,
me more.
not really well known. And that's not the game we're taking a look at. We're probably taking a look at one of their more famous games, just to put it just slightly more famous than those other games.
I feel like a little bit more is an understatement.
Yeah.
God, I hate this game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it.
You loathe it.
No, I generally do not mind this game even after the race.
So, yeah, it's by Naughty Dog.
Yeah, whatever happened to these guys?
No clue.
A lot of not great stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, this is Crash Bandicoot. Because, yeah, you remember when Crash had a girlfriend that he was trying to save?
Was
Neither
she
does Naughty
really his
Dog.
girlfriend?
Yeah, I thought Tana was supposed to be his girlfriend.
Yeah, they
remember.
smooch real hard when you save her.
True.
Disgusting.
Okay, also, it goes right into it. Insanity Beach. So, this game basically kind of came along when Naughty Dog... So basically, it's what? Is it Jason Rubin and Andy Gavin, I believe, are the two main creators of... Oops, also I killed the one up. The two main creators
And you're meant to jump on those crates, you're not meant to spin on them. Ah!
You spin on them if
Whoops.
you want to go fast. And I say hey, but I still dig this game. It's fucking rough though.
Yeah.
So...
At least he has the proper hitbox.
Basically, the reason that this game kind of came about is basically they were looking for ideas for games, and this is right around the two creators really liked arcade games, so they're looking at like, oh, shooters have gone 3D, like fighting games have started going to 3D. Platformers really haven't at this point in '95. So why don't we make a platformer in 3D, like one that you actually like go into the screen rather than like side scroll like a Sonic or something, which got the game the working title of Sonic's Ass Game, because basically it's a game like Sonic where you just be looking at his ass the entire time.
Which is a pretty good working title, honestly. A shame they didn't stick with it.
I think Sega would have issues.
Just a little bit.
You just spell Sonic with Q-U-E at the end. Sonic's ass.
See you. Stupid box.
Well, you're not gonna get all the boxes in this level anyway.
Well,
You can, but he's
Gem.
not.
It doesn't have a gem
Oops.
limiting thing.
Yeah, I gotta get the Wumpa fruit. I think that's what they're called.
You really don't.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what you'd have to do if you want to 100% this level, is you have to go back down that path towards the screen.
Yep.
But who cares about that? Except for the
I
game.
think Crash does, because about what's about to happen to him.
Yep.
Still, not as bad as what happens to him in the remake.
Where they just
where
straight
he
up
just
kill
gets
him.
fucking brutalized.
Mhm.
This
Oh, well.
really is like a showcase of what the PlayStation 1 could do.
Yeah.
Because you've got like a ridiculous amount of textures, because you got a CD and you got the Red Book audio.
Yeah, Naughty Dog were fucking wizards when it came to just stretching how much the PS1 could do with their games.
Yeah, which is great considering that at the time their most famous game was Way of the Warrior.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Tana.
Tana token.
I mean, like, usually people go, oh man, they made a shit game. Can you believe they made something good? But, like, honestly, really, when you have resources, like, a lot of teams can make really good stuff.
Yeah. like they were working with Mark Cerny, who at the time was kind of the head of well, not the head of Sony, but like he was pretty high up.
Yeah,
Can you pull this
also...
off?
Hey!
Nice.
You did it.
I mean, people forget about, like, Blasto and Bubsy and all the other crap that didn't take off.
Nobody's forgotten about Bubsy, unfortunately.
No, it reminds us every day about
I was gonna say, people unfortunately have not forgotten about Bubsy, and Blasto just makes me sad.
Yeah, same, honestly.
I don't even know what Blasto is.
Blasto is it's a PS1, like it's meant to be like kind of like a Buzz Lightyear character. Also, you can only save if you go into like a bonus game, which is not great.
Oh well, you also have a password system though.
You do, but also the thing with Blasto that's sad about it is that it was he was voiced by a comedian by the name of Phil Hartman. Who unfortunately around the same time he was murdered in a very not great circumstance. I mean, granted it's murdered, so of course not, but still.
But I was referring mostly, like, there's a whole bunch of PS1 games that try to do this kind of platforming thing and just don't do it. It's not really... I mean, maybe you guys have another example.
Platforming is fucking hard.
Oh, it was his girlfriend? I thought it was his wife.
No, it's his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
did I fix him?
When does our favorite Mario 64 come out?
96, I believe.
So that's after this game.
Yes.
Right. And this game isn't this game doesn't use analog sticks either. Right?
No, this is pre-DualShock, so this is all like D-pad.
which is not the greatest.
Well, it doesn't control that badly though.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, they're definitely worse.
It's also like bright and colorful. Like other games like Blasto or Kingsley's Quest were always like so dark and depressing.
For some reason, when I think of PS1 platformer, I just think of for some reason Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse. I was wondering if anyone remembered that, but yeah, that's also dark and depressing.
Okay, but let me tell you about Jersey Devil.
Oh, right, that too.
Yeah,
that was actually surprisingly late too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
always like the lights are always off. It's like everything, like there's always dark shadows everywhere.
Yeah.
But also, Lowell, you want to explain the Aku Aku mechanic? Because
yeah, so I have a Aku Aku mask, which basically means I can take one hit.
Well, there's three stages of mask. There's stage 1, which lets you take one hit. Stage 2, which lets you take that second hit, and that one's what you got right now.
Wait.
With the
oh right, I forgot. I am on a 3D plane.
And then the third stage of Aku Aku just gives you temporary invincibility before reverting back to the second stage.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, right now you've got the 2 additional hits, and then if you take another, you're dead.
Or if you fall into a pit, you're dead.
Yeah, pits are instant death. That's a given.
Also, another early PS1 platformer which was not good, Pandemonium.
Oh right, Pandemonium. Wasn't that the first game technically to do 2.5D? Although technically I guess you could kind of consider this game also to do it.
So Pandemonium was 96. Was this 96 as well?
It might have been?
So this was... Crash was September 9, 1990.
Huh.
Pandemonium was October 31st, 1996. So they were developing at the same time.
Okay, but let's think that 3 years after this game, Glover came out. disgrace this world.
Never actually played Blower.
It's terrible!
Yep.
Yeah, it's basically it's a Mario 64-esque platformer, but you're basically
you have to
trying.
guide around the ball.
Yeah, you have a ball that you need to stick around with.
So it's like an escort quest.
Well, no, it's worse than that because you need the ball mechanically to do certain things, and there are different forms of the ball, such as golf ball, which is lighter and you can throw farther, or say the bowling ball, which is heavier but hits more.
I was hoping you would say something stupid, like there's different forms of the ball, like sometimes it's a square, like cube.
Oh, let me finish. There's also the crystal form, which you need for certain slots, but also if you bounce it or hit anything with it, it will shatter. So it's really good when you're cycling through the balls you have and accidentally switch to crystal and fucking get a game over.
Also, this type of camera where you're platformers where you walk into the camera should be banned.
Dude, that's like still like I was playing Resident Evil last night. Like you have a section like this in Resident Evil 2. Like people still do this shit.
Yeah, and it's still terrible.
Okay. Also, I seem to be lacking some depth perception. There we go.
Oh yeah, no, depth perception in this game is a fucking nightmare.
Oh yeah.
God, every time that I see a camera angle like this, I just get bad Pepsi Man flashbacks.
Also, you want to talk fucking bad mascot platformers? Let me tell you about Rocket Robot on Wheels for the N64, which was by Sucker Punch, actually.
Nice job.
Yeah, it had to have happened at one point.
Like, this was the generation of this shitty 3D platformer, and I love it.
And then you had the PS2, which was the generation of acceptable 3D platformers.
It was the
There was
generation
also
of mediocrity.
Yeah.
Like, people remember the classics, because yeah, there's a lot of really good shit, but also there was a fuck ton of shovelware.
What have I got?
The same with all generations.
Really, yeah.
The simple 1500 era, if you will. Even though I think that technically started with the PlayStation.
I mean, shovelware has become less common as making games has become much more expensive, but...
Whoa, hold your horses there, buddy.
I said less. I didn't say it didn't exist.
I still claim you're wrong, though, but all the shovelware just moved to the mobile market.
True.
Yes.
Except there was that one game about riding a bull. Officially sanctioned
God.
one.
Yeah,
Sweet bull testicle tech.
not just the testicles.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I didn't know about this. What?
Yeah, there was a game that was put out by the official organization that does like bull riding in like rodeos and this like over here, and they got some really good physics people working on it.
Yeah.
Because you definitely know that it's bull riding.
Bull nuts.
Oh, did they hire the people from Red Dead Redemption?
No, where do you think the people from RDR2 went? Like,
Oh,
how do you think they got there?
no.
Also, the game itself is terrible.
Oh yeah, that game looked abysmal, but yes, it was. I will give them technical chops.
Testicle chops.
That would hurt though.
Maybe for the bull.
How many lives do I? Okay, I'm.
You
Yeah, I
can
guess.
see how many lives in Wumpa Fruit you have with pressing triangle.
I guess
That
this is the.
menu button.
Yeah, I guess this is just the start of the era in which you just had platformers. You just had a butt ton of lives.
Oh no, you're just like rewinding
Oh, you're
like
gonna tear
crazy.
through them. Yeah.
Like this game is really fucking hard. Like it still is.
And
Also-
also, you're a fucking time wizard.
This
Yeah,
is
you
true.
keep rewinding. You'd be like you'd have like been close to game over by now. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, and
It's
it'll
Oh
be
yeah, I
on
know.
Bridge levels.
It only gets worse.
Oh, I definitely realized that.
Also,
missed
Lolo,
the
you should
boxes.
start skipping skipping boxes. Please do this for me.
Oh, can you just hit start?
No,
No.
he's saying
I
don't
mean,
break boxes.
skipping boxes. Yeah.
I agree, Ivy. This game is really easy when you cheat all the time.
Exactly. Let me tell you about the race. But yeah, the
I
boss
like
fights in
how
this game are really
nonchalantly-
nothing to write home about. As a whole, they're not, like, offensive or anything, they're just not good.
This man's incredibly polygonal ass.
There is contact damage against the boss.
Yep.
And I do like how you were just nonchalantly standing next to the boss when the battle started.
Oops.
Have you not figured out how it works? Yeah, just fucking jump.
These puzzles are
Good.
hard, okay?
Well. Oh, okay. So I can hit
Lolo's
him at any
brain is
time.
fried.
Yeah, he was flashing because he had iframes after the first hit.
Okay, I didn't know if I thought I had to wait for him to swing it down.
But yeah, no, it's the game's not bad. It's a pretty alright game. It's really rough, and the second game sort of massively improves upon the formula.
I'd say the second game is probably my personal favorite.
Same.
Mostly because like the third one has a lot of gimmicks, so it doesn't flow as well as this one.
Mired in bullshit.
Yeah, it's like has so many gimmick levels, and they're not like all that interesting. So I generally like prefer 2, 1, and 3.
But.
I asked you to do a thing for me.
All right.
Thank you. But yeah, no, the third game is mired in bullshit. Like, that was really some pretty peak.
Oh wow, that's.
Bullshit.
No, it's not just.
Hmm.
Doesn't
Okay,
look
let's-
now for you, like getting chomped or something.
Oh, you have
the
to
one
jump
with the
on it.
legs.
Yeah, you have to jump.
Okay, it's just a really weird.
Angle, yeah.
Angle.
Yeah, a lot of the enemies are basically, you have to deal with them in very specific ways.
Touch the TNT.
Don't
Do it.
listen to Risen.
Are you a coward?
No, I asked him to do a thing, remember?
But there's TNT.
I question
Yeah,
that
But
hitbox.
dynamite.
Crash getting fucked up. To be
I mean,
fair,
he gets
the fourth
fucked
one
up
was
too by
after
jumping in the
Naughty
Okay,
pit.
that's okay. I
Yeah.
did it.
Like, Ivy, to be fair, the fourth one was post Naughty Dog.
Yep.
Is the fourth one like Crash Team Racing or?
No,
Was it-
no.
was it-
It was PS2 game.
Okay, but what about Smash Bash or Crash Bash?
That
Crash Bash
was
is terrible.
Sony.
Mhm.
No, but like, what about that game? Anybody like that game?
I don't remember.
Like Lolo meticulously breaking all these boxes he was asked not to break.
It's a bonus stage.
Yeah, the bonus stage doesn't count.
It does actually.
No, so never forget that they based Tana off of fucking Pamela Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Oh god, those creepy 90s furry women in these games. This and Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
God, now I just have the phrase "pan body crash head" stuck in my head.
Imagine if Pamela Anderson had like the proportions of Crash Bandicoot. You'd make Baywatch more interesting. Her
Also,
giant mouth.
Never forget that
God damn it.
the best ending, so to speak, is actually non-canon.
No.
You're not Crash Bandicoot canon. Oh my
No,
god.
actually, it's non-canon. Like, straight up.
Yeah, yeah.
The second game starts with the ending, the
Canonical.
normal ending of this game.
Yeah, because it.
I prefer
Because
to
in
believe
the-
in the Crash legends.
Well, no, it's Because if you get the good ending, it gives you an epilogue for each boss and each character, and it goes into some weird shit like, oh, he started his own fast food chain and abandoned the life of a crime and stuff
So
like that.
That's the weird thing too, is it's not completely
Oh, no.
non-canon, because like Ripper Rude did get his like doctorate.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it just pulls the Animal House.
Yeah, but also because Crash and Tawna fuck off. They leave.
Yeah.
They just fucking leave. They don't actually defeat Cortex.
I guess they didn't expect the sequel.
Yeah, because the sequel starts with Cortex getting his shit beaten, falling down, and finding the crystals.
The crystals.
Also, I believe if you get all the boxes in this level, you get a gem.
If you get all the boxes in any level, you get a gem.
Oh, okay.
The Gemerald.
It might. Do you mean like a colored gem?
Maybe.
Because there are
remember.
special colored gems that activate things in various stages that you've actually seen.
Yeah, the little
That's
dots.
the correct gem. Yeah.
Man, I can't believe they retired the hog for a polar bear. I mean, I approve of it, but still.
Yeah, I was gonna say the polar bear is much better and also much cuter.
The polar bear can drive a car.
The polar bear will give you lives if you brutalize it.
Yeah.
Also, the polar bear doesn't get impaled.
Oh god.
That too.
Actually, the good thing about the polar bear, it is so cute that whenever you die, it's not the polar bear that ever dies, it's only Crash. So like if you fall into freezing water, it pops out and the bear is riding on the frozen Crash.
But real quick, this is 95 PSX, and think about how good this game fucking looks.
96.
96? I thought this was 95.
It's 96.
Okay,
It's,
either way, like, just think about how good this looks.
Well, it's not upscaled, is it?
It might be slightly. I don't think I put the upscaling on that high if I did at all.
It still, like, looked this good.
It does look good.
I mean, this was the platform seller, basically.
Yeah. This and Spyro.
I never, which is great because I never had any of the games from either of those. I always rented this.
Spyro 1, he's fucking fantastic. I love
Unfortunately,
this.
Spyro came out in the era of me being shitty teen that didn't want to play kiddie games, so
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Oh, hi, Dan Reichert.
Oh wait, did you play Siphon Filter then?
No, because I couldn't figure out how that game. I didn't like the controls of that game. That was also when I was stubborn teen that didn't want to play, have controls that were not like.
Did you just play Madden as a teen?
No, I did not play Madden. I played basically a bunch of Japanese games.
Oh my god, you fucking weak.
No, I'm pretty sure that is the start of my music game phrase.
Were you one of those like kids that would go, oh, I'm gonna watch Western cartoons, I'm gonna watch superior Japanese animation?
Not really. I just didn't
Okay.
really like any cartoons at the time, I guess, was my thing.
Because those are for kids.
Yeah.
But also, this was when there really wasn't anything good.
You're not wrong.
Wait, wasn't there Mega XLR or was that later?
That was
I think
later.
2000s.
This would have been probably late 90s.
Oh, so the Cartoon Network era of let's just make a bunch of reality shows.
Yeah, basically. It's when Aqua Teen Hunger
the
Force.
reality shows bit came later.
Yeah, it was right when it'd be like when Tim and Eric go to Mayor would have been popular. Well, no, actually, no, I take that back
That was
because
early 2000s as well.
well, no, because I also liked I like Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
That was pretty good.
Okay, it's just a shame that Adult Swim will never, like, actually top their peak show, which was Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
I thought C-Lab was pretty good.
Yeah,
See,
so
that was
pretty
okay,
good.
but Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law was fucking amazing.
I did like that entire era of reusing shitty Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah, like, we have these licenses, let's do something with them.
C-Lab 2021.
Yeah, as Carnival mentioned, CN Real was 2009, 2012-ish, and it was great because it just fucking crashed.
They had their own Ghost Hunter show.
Wait, that was like Cartoon Network Real was when they canceled Megas and Samurai Jack, right?
No, that was before then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. I will say I did. Actually, there were decent cartoons because I think that was the era when like Powerpuff Girls was popular, and like Dexter's Lab, I think.
But yeah, CN Real was amazing too because they started rebranding as CN and not Cartoon Network because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good because all the shows were absolute dog shit and it fucking tanked.
So yeah, no. The thing about it is like, because I think it was Torpo that brought this up to my attention first, but it was like Cartoon Network has written in its bylaws that if they go more than 3 seasons, they have to increase the pay to the staff. So that's why they would either cancel shows, or if they were popular enough, example given, Ben 10, they would completely rebrand the show under a different title so that they don't have to technically pay them more, but keep them on.
Also, like Cartoon Network's lately been having more of a focus on its online presence rather than its cable presence.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder
Yes.
why.
It's one of the
Look at
cable
Steven
only
Universe.
shows. Steven
Oh,
Universe
Teen Titans Go!
and Titans Go.
I was
No,
like-
it's Teen Titans Go, and then maybe you get 2.5% Steven Universe, and 2.4 Craig on the Creek, and then that final bit is everything else.
Also, isn't Adult Swim is where Eric Andre shows, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, like Adult Swim has had some really good comedies over the years, and it's kind of impressive.
Because
Also, Adult
I have
Swim
just,
isn't-
as of the last month, have just now found out about the Eric Andre show, like as of the show itself, and not just the place where people always get the memes from.
The show itself is pretty hit or miss in some of its bits, but the comedy is pretty on point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really can't stand the show itself, but like
There are good bits.
When it's
My-
good, it's really good, but
my
most of
brother
the time it's
loves
hit or
the. My brother absolutely loves the show, but
Would you say that Margaret Thatcher had girl power?
which is really weird considering how my brother about politics.
Yeah. But
So a quick question: is Teen Titans Go successful?
Yes.
thought it
Very
was.
good.
Oh, yes, amazingly so.
Motherfucking-
Okay.
The Titans Go. They
The
put
people
Teen
who
Titans
don't
Go
like it.
400 times in a single week.
Yeah.
They showed off and were still maintaining great ratings.
Okay, so I'm just
Don't
old.
like Teen Titans Go are people who it is not the target audience for. Like
I mean,
Yeah.
I enjoy it honestly, but God, my dad just enjoy superheroes enough that we also enjoy people taking the piss out of them.
yeah, it has those aspects.
Also, it
that's really
takes
good
the
at
piss
that.
out of itself too. Like it's
Yeah.
definitely self-aware.
And it's
No, I
also
mean,
made for the pocket change in the couch. That always helps.
Yes, but it also helps that it's very clear that the staff making the show is having a lot of fun doing it. So
Yes.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of like random episodes while I was in the US, and I just didn't get it. So I guess I'm just doing.
No, it's definitely you're not the target audience.
Yeah,
That's
you're not-
what it boils
That's
down to.
I'll say also,
It's like speaking of this game, it's like Johnny Test.
I'll
like,
say
yeah.
also, you can definitely tell there's a lot of interesting thing to talk about for this game because yeah, this game has nothing interesting about it.
See, this game always makes me think of Johnny Test because for some reason they had Smash Badger as a recurring character in the Johnny Test show, which was obviously supposed to be Crash Bandicoot.
Johnny Test is an interesting experiment of just writers eventually just getting to the point of we keep getting funding to do more episodes, but we have clearly ran out of ideas.
They made like 140 episodes of that show.
Yes, to the point where there are several episodes that were just wacky races, to the point where even the characters are like, "Oh, we're doing the race thing again." All right, cool. I'm getting ready.
What the hell?
Yeah, you
what?
don't have to roll into that one.
Oh,
And
okay.
speaking of how like Lolo was, oh, I'm a teen, I'm too cool for this. It was like, yeah, it was the whole. They had a whole storyline about Smash Badger and how that's like, you know, hip for new teens, and he's all edgy. You know, like Crash Bandicoot here.
let's just say
Yeah.
that when Sonic Adventure 2 came out, I was right of the right age range for Shadow.
Oh my god!
I never really cared for it, but it's like, oh, I see what they're going for.
I'm judging.
Well, they gave him a gun.
Okay, will you keep
Okay, I was
Shadow
not
or
that.
keep Sonic?
I was going to say at that point, no, I did not care about. I did not. I'm like, wow, that's stupid. Why did they give him a gun?
Well, it's funny that you're doing like this princess motif because that's totally playing into the young teenage boy. It's like play our games and you'll manifest your machismo to get a date.
Please, no, no,
And I'm just
no,
reminded.
I was saying
not
with-
today. I don't need this kind of.
I wasn't gonna bring it up. I waited this long. I mean, yeah, play this game and Pamela Anderson will date you. That's the entire theme of Crash Bandicoot.
No,
I was going to say
I'll play this game and
that is
play
a
Pamela
different
Anderson
thing
all day, you.
altogether. Which let's not get into that.
Let's not go there.
But yeah, like the game isn't like it's not that the game isn't interesting. It's just
What the shit is this?
It's a fun.
It's
like,
Ripperoo.
it's a fun,
Ripper-
perfectly competent game. It's just there's only so
Oh.
much you can talk about.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are wondering why it sounds like Nickelodeon, it's because Mark Mothersbaugh did the music for this. The Rugrats and Devo guy.
Oh, neat.
I mean,
Wait,
the music
what?
for this is really good.
Who did it?
Mark Mothersbaugh. He's one of the founders of Devo, and he did the music for like Rugrats
I was gonna
and
say-
a bunch of other Nick stuff.
The soundtrack that I have listed has it as Josh Mansell being the composer for this.
Really? Let me take a look, because I remember Mark Mothersbaugh was a big deal.
I appreciate Lolo not trying not to figure out the gimmick.
Yeah.
Because oh yeah, isn't it something where you have to?
So don't blow yourself up. God, I love Ripperoo though.
Yes.
Okay. The music score is by Josh Mansell. Mark Mothersbaugh is the producer.
Mm.
So Josh, that's kind of like how like Danny Elfman
What are you doing?
makes.
I
the
was trying to
tune,
activate it.
Record all of it.
Lola, Lola, please.
This game is so easy to play, you are like piloting it to a fault.
Let Lola have fun.
I don't even know what's going on half the time.
You
Okay.
need to hit the TNT boxes so they blow up on Ripperoo.
I get that.
They're big TNT, so they blow more than regular TNT.
They blow big.
There, I did.
There you go.
I do love Ripperoo.
He's gonna die laughing, just like his idiot hyena cousin.
No, it's fine. He gets his degree.
Yes.
No, he's dead.
No, he isn't. He gets his degree.
Yeah.
I forget, what did he get his doctorate in?
I forget too, but he's got his doctorate in the next game, and it's great.
I'm so proud of him.
I know, right?
Like, people said he was too old to get a degree, but he still, like, pulled through.
Too old and too insane, but he did it anyway.
You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what this game feels like? This game feels like a Sega Technical Institute game.
Wow, that's very high praise. Well, depending on which game
Whoops.
you mean.
I mean, to be fair, the game's a bit slippery, but it still feels pretty good to play.
Is this more of a comic zone, or is it more of this, ooze?
I would definitely say not so much of the ooze, maybe a smidge of Green Dog, but
I slipped so many times during that fucking race.
Whoops. Wait, what?
Because, like,
Okay.
Crash's
Race
controls
Crash
are
2.
very slippery.
No, it was Crash 1.
Also, that Frankenstein-looking motherfucker, you actually need to get those.
Oh, the Dot Cortex things?
No,
That's
not
not-
Dr.
that's-
Cortex.
Cortex.
Oh.
Gosh, you don't even know the lore. How can you even rank this game without knowing the lore?
Because
Very easily.
I forget what you get from his stuff, but and then there are the Cortex ones that you can get in very select levels, which lets you get certain items too.
Gary,
but-
you don't like the woes?
Wait.
Thankfully, they did away with the tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get those tokens to get specific level sections that give you specific gems that you need for the best ending.
Yep.
Yeah, there are
How do
also
I-
the keys that I
How,
think you get from
oh, I see. As I say, I'm like, how do I get them?
Fun fact: Mark Mothersbaugh was hired to score Thor Ragnarok.
Good.
Oh yeah, he does a whole bunch of movies.
Also, what's best about them getting rid of the token system is they instead made shit far more obtuse and do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please stand in this specific spot or find this invisible wall to go into the proper section.
Or don't hit any boxes for this section.
Fire looks really nice.
Yeah.
Or my favorite, backtrack the entire level just to pick up one box.
Yep. Like, I love 2, but goddamn, it's got some weird design decisions.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a Dark Souls game in a way.
Oh, shut up.
No.
It's the Dark Souls of PSX.
It's the
platform.
Dark Souls of PlayStation.
I mean, I'm just...
No, the Dark Souls of PlayStation Classics is Kingsfield.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
literally.
I said platformers, but
Mascot platformers. There, let's add
Yeah.
more qualifiers.
No, the Dark Souls of platform, the Dark Souls of platform or mascot platformers is Adventures of Cookies and Cream.
I think you mean DK64.
I've
I
never
think
heard
you,
of
I think you mean Inferno Climber.
No,
my favorite PlayStation 1 game, Inferno Climber.
it might as well be. Let's be honest.
I do love the hell out of Crash 2, though. I still think this is pretty alright. 3, though, I have issues with.
Usually the second game is the best, because that's when they like figured out what they're doing and they haven't run out of ideas yet.
And then in the third game they get cocky.
Yeah, third game there, it just inundated with minigame crap. And also it introduced the time trials, which I fucking hate.
Yep.
Or hey, how about Spyro the Dragon 3?
I actually like that one, but I never had 2. I had 1 and 3.
I still say 1 is the best, personally, but...
And
Yeah,
then
same.
I had Year of the Dragonfly, because...
Oh, I'm so sorry, because so did I.
Is that the one with Elijah Wood?
No, I never got any of the Elijah Wood games.
No, it's the 4th one after Insomniac stopped making Spyro.
At least
So, Lolo,
you
are
guys
you ready
didn't
to-
play the Game Boy Advance Spyro the Dragon.
No!
No. Wait,
I did.
I did.
I played it, yeah. It was isometric garbage.
Yeah.
Isometric platformers shouldn't exist.
Well, are you ready to rank this?
Maybe in. Oh, let's see. Let's get halfway through. Goddamn voice meter potato.
Keep telling you to uninstall that crap.
I tried going to
Use
banana and now
banana.
it caused issues.
Use the superior banana. Ooh,
Oh, banana.
Carlo, wait. You still have like 10k on you.
What are you asking
no,
him?
I just... Oh! No, but I think...
His coconut gun. It
I mean,
fires in
If you
spurts.
talk to Max, I think
Yeah.
Max might be interested.
I mean, Max
because-
just.
It's gonna hurt.
Somebody reminded me of something when they said isometric platformers, and I have a good suggestion.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going for at all.
So are you talking about Snake
No.
Rattle and Roll?
No, something
Or-
worse.
Sonic 3D Blast?
Ooh.
No, something worse.
Oh, right. It's yes. I mean, when did Sonic Labyrinth come out anyway? Is that the next game?
I don't know. Does anybody have 10k to power up?
First, find out.
Nope.
Also, Lolo,
Yeah,
when are you
or-
fucking doing the Donkey Kong Country games so we can get to DK64 already?
Yeah.
We can live
I want
stream
to
it
guide
too.
you through DK64.
I will have you know, Lolo cannot do Donkey Kong Country until he has done every single rare game up until then.
No,
I mean,
that's
I
not
have-
how that works.
So he's gonna have to play Jetpack, and then he's gonna have to play Jetpack.
I mean,
again.
I mean,
Rattle and roll.
so to say, I do have an episode
Yeah.
in March that is taking a look at Jetpack and Saberwolf and all the other
But also,
ultimate
like,
play of the
Bob,
game.
all the Donkey Kong Country games.
Also, I don't know when I do if I would say there's a prerequisite for Donkey Kong. I might say
Donkey Kong Country is
Treat-
good. Fuck you, Torpo.
it's. I feel like about Donkey Kong Country basically the same way that I feel about this,
Ambivalent.
which that it exists.
I thought 2 was like the good one.
2 is
No. They're all
that-
bad.
well.
That's what they want you to believe, Carnival. The only people who like Donkey Kong Country games are the people who had the Super Nintendo with Donkey Kong on it as kids.
Yeah.
Well,
I was gonna say I had Donkey Kong
the
Country.
Kongs are war criminals.
I was gonna say I had Donkey Kong as a kid, or Donkey Kong Country as a kid. I still think that game's kind of bland.
It's pretty not right. Also,
Okay.
Chachi, I agree with you. More like Donkey Schlong Country.
But yeah, it seems like Max does have enough for whatever plans you may have.
To be fair,
there.
Max has just about has enough to force a milestone game.
Also,
Oh, I'm
I
not-
have
I'm not gonna nag Max if she wants to hold on to the point.
I mean,
I'm just
also
saying.
she has enough probably to I think to rank or to request 2 whole episode themes.
she has more fun bucks than God.
Yeah.
Episode theme: Games Torpid despises.
Wow, that's gonna be
That's
a
a-
long fucking episode.
Yeah, that's a long list.
Yeah.
So
Also, about the Donkey Kong Country thing, never forget that my first Donkey Kong Country game was 3.
Of course it
Oh,
was.
that's your own damn fault.
I have distinct memories of being over at a friend's house as we tried playing through 3 while he was blasting Baby Got Back. Cause he had a Baby Got Back cassette that he was really fond of, and you know what? I'm okay with that. 'cause
Was
Baby
it
Got Back-
bootleg or was it legit?
I think it was legit.
I 100% had Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong 3, and Donkey Kong Land on the Game Boy.
Oh, right, Donkey Kong Land does exist.
Sadly, it is not that. It's
mean-
impressive that it exists.
I have a handful of weirdly specific memories, like of playing Spyro 1 in one of the desert levels while playing the Backstreet Boys.
Oh,
I
good.
have a distinct memory.
I love
go ahead.
Fog.
Because I listened to a lot of pop garbage as a kid.
Yeah.
I have a distinct memory of not playing Tekken because when I had the choice of playing Tekken, which I didn't know of, and Mortal Kombat with all the characters, I just yelled Mortal Kombat with all the characters. Nothing is better than that.
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat Trilogy is a really good game.
You know
And
what,
then-
Chachi?
Sorry, and then I saw somebody playing Tekken next to us, and it was like, wait, what's that? That's Tekken. And I'm like, that looks extremely good. Why are we not playing that?
Okay, I think we've gotten into the bullshit parts of Crash Bandicoot.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bridge levels fucking blow. They are absolute trash.
And they're worse in the remake.
But yes, no, Chachi, we find a specific cause to donate to, and sure, why not? Let's
Yeah.
go.
Might as well just do mermaids again, because yeah,
Right,
that
you'd have
probably...
to get Tropical Freeze for me because I don't think I own it. Actually, I think I might, but I don't know. I'd have to look. Regardless, I would be fine with that with Miss New Booty because Miss New Booty is actually good.
Every time that I hear Tropical Freeze, I just get a flavor in my mouth of basically what if it was a Slurpee that was those tropical Starburst flavors?
No, really, because I think like a Tropical Punch Freeze Pop.
Dude, I love Slurpees. They're so good.
Slurpees are great.
I drink a tropical free Slurpee.
Yeah.
Nintendo, please send me one.
Wasn't the reason why these levels are worse in the remake is because the hitbox is slightly rounded so that...
Yeah, so the collision capsule in the remake is actually a capsule, and in this game it's a collision box. So it's more often that you'll actually slip.
Yep. Just
In a
slide
game that's
right
already
on.
relatively slippery.
Oh, okay.
Like these controls were never particularly tight.
Oh.
Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, it was never a huge issue, but yeah, when you kinda do that, it's...
Makes things a lot worse.
Okay, I think that once I beat this level, that'll be enough.
You think? You dare cut us off in the middle of this design discussion of Crash Bandicoot and its influence in the
Yeah.
platform genre?
So is it 2 that has the hub world?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's the
Oh,
hub world
okay.
that people are
Eat the
usually
turtle.
showing.
Jump on the turtle.
There
When
we go.
people talk about how great the 16-bit revolutions and the CD-ROMs were, they usually show off the hub world in Crash Bandicoot 2.
No, wait, actually, well, there's also Crash Bandicoot 3 that had, like, a bigger hub world.
Okay.
The
Also
one with the
more
port-
seamless.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because the hub world in 2 had floors, or maybe the mean 3, because that one is just, like, one large area.
Yeah, because if you were a game developer, like suddenly being allowed to have 650 megabytes of space was like
Actually,
amazing.
I'm gonna do one more because I want to have it make sure that we finish at a certain time. Because I want to make.
I still think 2 is a fantastic
Oh
game.
shit! Not another one of these.
Oh yeah, also 3 introduced another kind of bullshit, which was upgrades.
Upgrades?
Yeah,
Upgrades, yeah,
you
you
lose.
unlock upgrades as you beat bosses. Like the Wumpa Fruit Bazooka, because they just ran out of ideas past a point.
Just shoot apples at people.
Or for beating the game, you gain the ability to run.
Yeah.
Speedrun strats. Run. Oh, you're a pro at this now. Look at you.
You also get a belly flop. Actually,
A useful move.
Do you get a slide, or is that by default?
slide is default.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of carryovers from 2. Like they basically solidified the high jump, I think it was. Which is the slide into a jump, getting you more height.
Yep. Don't ask how that works. It just does.
Well, it's because holding circle has him crouch down, and if you jump while crouching, you do the very high. But because
No, I mean like
crouching while moving.
Wise, not.
What?
who cares about physics?
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that I hit that barrier.
You probably forced
What?
just jump higher.
Yeah, running fast enough. Run
Yeah,
faster.
you're losing speed.
Oh,
Yeah, every time you hit something, you lose speed, and that's why you're fucking eating shit.
You're doomed to die. Your wizardry will not save you now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to die. Death is inevitable.
But hey, you have 69 lives now.
Nice.
Also, this level is just making me want to play Boulder Dash.
yeah, that's a much better game.
I'm
I
not
keep
sure
thinking
whether I
I've
agree
seen
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This
keep
Boulder
thinking-
Boulder Dash is really good though.
It is, but this is like better than this.
I keep thinking
Sure.
there's like a face on the boulder, so now I want to play Rock of Ages.
Rocket is good.
What's up?
Is this better than Boulder Dash?
Isn't Boulder Dash a puzzle game?
Yes.
Yeah. But this is retro ranking. We're comparing everything with everything.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember. Is this the one where you? No, I think that's 2. where you access a secret area by having the boulder break a bridge and then running back and jumping down into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
That is 2, because I think what you're thinking of is not a boulder, it's when the giant bear chases you.
No, I thought it was a boulder.
No,
Well,
it's
no,
Sounds
that-
like an
yeah.
unbearable secret.
it was on GDQ. I saw
So you
it.
think this is going to be a green or?
It's a perfectly competent game.
Yeah,
Like,
it's,
Yeah.
I would probably play it over, say, an original Wonder Boy. Like, I think it's probably might be low blue because
Yeah.
I kind of think that
I would personally
rather
put it higher, but that's
I'd put it below Alex Kidd in Miracle World, personally.
Yeah, I put it pretty high.
yeah. I mean,
It's
not a-
competent.
Hmm. I would still, at least I would probably put it. I'd rather play Tiny Toon Adventures than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather play us over Mappyland though. Yeah.
Hmm,
Don't
So
you
20
dare, Lolo.
So 25.5?
well,
I think me and Lola are gonna have to duke it out.
I don't think that's the only person who's going to have to duke it out.
No, I've already given up. It's like, how many times can I say, well, it's no trio of the punch.
Fuck you.
It's a subjective list, so...
Okay. Okay,
Um,
Lolo.
Yes.
If you put it that high, it'll be above Dig Dug. Do you really want to do that to Dig Dug?
You gonna
Yes.
do Dig Dug Dirty like that?
Mhm.
Yes. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Crash has more content, more variety, and it has more variety than Mappyland, which is why I would put it at least above Mappyland.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to keep it like below Alex Kidd, because I think Alex Kidd has more variety.
That is true. It does have more variety. And so does Mappyland. Mappyland has a lot of variety.
It does?
Yeah, but Mappy's a cop.
Yeah. Do you really want to deal with a pig like that?
Hmm.
This stream got
Hey,
weird.
Cab.
Yeah.
Cab.
I mean, we have Mappy at the actual Mappy at 13. And it's going below that. Hmm.
I think this is the most we've ever thought about a ranking.
Crash Bandicoot is very decisive. Divisive. Division.
Decisively
Okay.
divisive.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
I would play
Okay.
this over Mappyland. That's
Okay, you
my-
know what? Everyone DM me a number between 1 and 20.
A fascinating way to decide. Like, are we doing like an all pay auction, or are we?
No, someone
Christ.
roll me a die that's or roll me or give me a number between 1 and 20.
There you go. I gave you one.
Yeah, same.
Max, you're not in the call.
Max join the call.
Max, you may be richer than God, but you can't buy this.
He could invalidate it.
You don't do that.
Do
Okay.
it. Do it.
Do it.
Throw the
The
system
fucking-
into chaos.
The fucking chaos card right there.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, roll a d20. Well,
Roll the d20 and a middle finger comes up.
roll the 14,
Okay.
which is exactly what Bear did.
You filthy
Fuck yes.
son of a bitch! I'll fucking kill you!
So I get to pick?
You get to pick.
Right below Alex Kidd.
You absolute trash!
I'm fine with that.
You goddamn trash man! Fucking destroy
Oh wait, you
you.
pissed off Axe. No, I'm happy with this. Fucking destroyed Crash Bandicoot.
Look, we just have to wait for someone to get the money to invalidate it.
Look, Axe, I'm being very objective here. Crash is better than Snow Bros.
I actually might agree with you on that.
I agree with that.
I play a lot of Snow Bros, so I know.
Also, I can't figure out I can't see where the I have too many PSs. There it is.
Yeah, where'd you put the PSX? Yeah. You
That's-
put it off screen, that's why you couldn't find it?
Yeah. The perfect place to put the PSX, just away from everything.
Which one is aggressively 90s? Because that is,
We have a cool one.
I guess.
cool.
Yeah, it's
cool.
tubular.
It's especially with the advertising. Holy shit!
Crash Bandicoot fucks. That's the important bit of the advertising.
Never forget that Rayman is hung as hell.
That too. Rayman is hung as hell, and Crash Bandicoot gets a harem.
Okay.
So this game gets really hard later on, by the way.
It's an absolute fucker by the end.
But
Yeah.
but does that overall make it worthy of
I'd say
expert?
experienced. Just experienced. You don't need to be an expert to play it.
Okay, what things do we love / dislike or like or whatever?
I like the music.
I looked and it was pretty to look at, so I would say music.
Yeah, it's
and
a
graphics.
good-looking PS1 game. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say a lot. Like or love on the visuals.
Right. I mean, it's the major one of the reasons why the PS1, like mini is like terrible because it doesn't have Crash or Spyro on it. Why are you wasting my time?
I thought it had Crash 1 on it.
Does
no,
it?
it doesn't.
Yeah,
No.
it doesn't have either of those because they got HD re-releases. So it's like,
Oh, right.
Well, it's also
my time.
'cause-
Right.
Yeah, they got HD re-releases, and also don't forget that Vivendi owns them.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wasn't it Activision that owns them?
Vivendi is the parent company.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Activision's actually
Who owns who is a very interesting case of many things for.
Yeah, they also own Spyro, which is why that wasn't there either.
Mm-hmm.
On top of having just released a re-release.
All right. So yes, that is where Crash Bandicoot does by science. Clearly,
Science,
going right
my dick.
We did this with science.
Math is
just like
science.
the ranking of fighters.
I'm throwing my lab coat in the fucking trash right now.
Well, then you'll lose your grant funding.
Did you put its tone down as cool?
yes, that we were discussing.
Yeah.
What this game is going for is a
All right.
Crash Bandicoot fucks Rafferty. Crash Bandicoot fucks.
I'll be over here.
Nobody said it was cool. It's just trying
It
to
is
be
the
cool.
closest thing that we have.
Yeah.
It is very 90s. I will give you.
I don't
that.
have. I don't
aggressively
have.
90s.
I suppose you could do a D as a backwards baseball cat, but that is as poochy as I can get at the moment.
Oh, okay. It's a Poochie code. Yeah, you can use lowercase q. But yeah, I suppose cool includes your 90s.
Yeah,
I
I
like
wish
it.
there was like a radical one instead, but cool is what we've got, I
Wait,
guess.
what other cool game? Oh, we put Rolling Thunders there.
But
'Cause we don't have a-
actually
good-
cool.
Because we don't have a 60s category.
Yeah, and we don't have like a radical category, which is a fucking crying shame.
Just wait till he plays the skateboarding game.
Yeah. I mean, we already did. But actually, I'm kind of curious.
We'll
what
change its tone to radical.
What did we put? Tony Hawk's Pro. Oh, so we put Tony Hawk's Pro Skater as cool.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right, I'll let this go.
And also we put Off the
I'll allow
Wall
it.
as cool too. And California Games and California Games too.
That wacky 90s. All right, the line of truth.
So yes, yeah, that was that. With that is plenty for this episode. So yes, thank you all for watching. if you're watching this live on Twitch. You can watch these on YouTube. I will be putting the episode both from Friday and today up there in a slightly edited format to get a little bit of the chaff out. I will, yeah, you can watch that there. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch these streams live at twitch.tv/LoloToPuzzlo. These are recorded Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. So yeah, follow me there. You should get a notification when I go live. You also get a notification if you go follow me at Twitch or at LoloToPuzzlo on Twitter, where you get announcements for that. Also, I'll be posting things about just general how I'm doing, but also things I'm working on for the channel and other stuff. And you can also see that in a little bit more detail by joining my Discord server, which you can do by going to discord.ldp.life in your browser. And if you have a Discord account, it will take you straight to the server. So, yeah, there's that. So, with that, thank you all for watching, and have a good night.
Rest in peace, Tana.
Yep.
Good night, stream.
Good night.
Night.